Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos al top 8 de Street Fighter V en EVO Japan 2020. Les habla aquí su fiel amigo Sonic X en una jornada más de streaming. Gracias a toda la gente que ve los streaming, que nos siguió ayer en la final de Soul Calibur. Tuvimos más de 500 visualizaciones, bien digo. Todos hypeados, disfrutando de ese magno evento. La semana pasada estuvimos con el Frosty Fausting, con Guilty Gear, un torneo impecable. Al día de ayer no fue la excepción, con un nivelazo en Soul Calibur y la guinda de la torta, el anuncio de Haumaru, luchador de Samurai Shodown, que se va a unir en abril, por ahí más o menos, a la plantilla de Soul Calibur. Extraordinario realmente. Y hoy día estamos con el evento final del EVO, Street Fighter V, quizá el juego más popular de lucha, es dejando de lado obviamente lo que es el juego de Smash Bros, que tiene su propia comunidad, sí, porque Smash Bros es un juego único en sí mismo. No sabría en qué categoría meterlo, pero sí, dejando de lado eso, Street Fighter V es el juego tradicional más exitoso de todos, y tiene una comunidad tan fiel que estoy seguro que hoy día no nos van a dejar botados y nos van a acompañar aquí en el streaming de Street Fighter V en Evolution 2020. Seguramente va a ser un torneo impresionante, con un nivel que como cabe esperar en un evento de esta categoría. No sé si van a haber anuncios, me preguntaban el delante si me decían Sonic, ¿tú sabes si van a haber anuncios? No se sabe nada, pero siempre está la expectativa de que anuncien algo al final de la competencia. En la final de Smash Bros no vi nada, no sé si llegué tarde al stream, pero no vi nada. En este momento son las 4:18 de la mañana aquí en Chile, imagínense, pero aún así tenemos que estar aquí porque es Street Fighter, o sea, es un juego súper importante aquí en el canal. Y aprovecho de saludar a la comunidad de Street Fighter Seiken, comunidad que está presente en Facebook, en WhatsApp y en Discord. Lo pueden encontrar ahí en Facebook. Tengo el loguito aquí de Seiken. Aquí está, ya lo pueden ver. Street Fighter Seiken con ese loguito de Kami ahí. Se ve hermosa. Eso, vamos a poner por acá. Ahí. Street Fighter Seiken lo pueden encontrar en Facebook, unirse a nuestro grupo y encontrar partidas, rankear, hacer amigos y en fin. Excelente grupo, excelente comunidad. Eso, chicos. Estamos a la espera de que comience el top 8. Faltarían aproximadamente unos... Les digo enseguida porque tengo el horario aquí de Japón. Sí, faltaría al menos unos 6-7 minutos, debería estar partiendo esto. Y en fin, sé que va a ser algo increíble. Vamos a compartir el link con las comunidades mientras esperamos que inicie esto. Street Fighter V en EVO Japan 2020. Gracias a toda la gente que se está conectando, que nos está siguiendo. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Bueno, cuando ya podemos ver las publicidades de Japón, que ya, bueno, estuvieron ayer presentes en el streaming de Soul Calibur. Son los mismos spots que vimos el día de ayer, con esta especie de One Piece muy raro. Son propaganda, esos maruchan, esas comidas instantáneas que tienen otro nombre ahí en Japón. Pero en fin, la verdad repiten una y otra vez los mismos spots. Seguimos esperando Street Fighter V mientras vemos estas publicidades. Es muy raro hacer un stream de Street Fighter V y que salgan estos spots. Pero en fin, seguimos esperando que comience el torneo.
2 terrorists are, and now most position is known.
Oh my god. IEM champion.
電気自動車日産リーフ E プラス。ナビ入力はスマホで完了。車を降りてもスムーズに案内し続けてくれる。走るだけじゃないニュー日産リーフ E プラス。
マウス
パソコンマウス、日本でパソコン作ります。国産パソコン選べます。マウスパソコンからメイドイン
ジャパン。
マウス
Let's get this party started. All right. Let's begin from Japan. Check it out, here comes number 8. Get down. Make it slam dunk. Body moving. Let's rock the house. Body moving, yo. Get on the floor, everybody. Get on the floor. Keep on the floor. Say
前の早
好きにやろう。だってみんな自由だ。働きすぎも遊びすぎても全部みんな自由だ。チャレンジするもおじけづくのも成功しても失敗したとしてもそんなのすぐに忘れよう。そうさ自分で選ぶ道。あれはダメだよそれはこうだよ。まるで正解のように言われてもそんなの全部嘘だよ。人生はいろいろだ。やらなくても空は今日も明けてくる。すぐに飽きても次の何かが待っているから。どんな人も人生は一度だけ。愛することもどんな未来も全部みんな自由だ。
マウス
パソコンマウス、日本でパソコン作ります。国産パソコン選べます。マウスパソコンからメイドイン
ジャパン。
マウス
Muy bien chicos, seguimos esperando que se inicie la transmisión de Street Fighter V Top 8 final en EVO Japan 2020. Cuando ya son las 4:26 de la mañana aquí en Chile. Es bastante tarde, sí, pero ahí se ven los verdaderos fanáticos del juego. Estamos esperando disfrutar. Y quién sabe, tal vez algún anuncio podría ser al finalizar este torneo. Un gran saludo a toda la gente que está conectada a estas horas de la madrugada esperando disfrutar de Street Fighter V en EVO Japan. Es bastante tarde, sabemos que mucha gente ya está durmiendo, así que, en fin, es en Japón. Aquí estamos en el canal de los Fighting Games, el canal de Sony X, en vivo, absolutamente en vivo, al otro lado del mundo, esperando que comiencen los combates. Hay que hacerlo. Gracias a toda la gente que se conecta, que deja su like. Gracias por seguir el canal. Hemos hecho unas jornadas maratónicas con estos torneos. Hoy día no será la excepción. Vamos a quedarnos hasta que termine el evento y ver si finalmente anuncian algo nuevo para Street Fighter V. Lo que se sabe hasta el momento es que el 14 de febrero sale Street Fighter V Champion Edition, que trae muchas novedades. Entre ellas ya hemos probado a Jill, pero también se viene Set en versión femenina. Espectacular, lo vi, increíble. Parece que ya estaríamos conversando con el torneo. Se cortó la música. Sí, vamos con esto. Comienza EVO Japan 2020 Street Fighter V aquí en el canal de Sony X. Vamos.
本日最後のタイトルは格闘ゲームジャンルにおいて金字塔として君臨するシリーズの最新作 Street Fighter V Arcade Edition! Let the games begin! 並みいる強豪を投げ倒しファイナルの舞台に駒を進めたのはこの8名。さあいでよファイナリストたちよ Here are your finalists! Bub Gaming Sato! Detonation Gaming Nauman! Mago! Infiltration! Knuckle Dew! We are one! Trash Mob! Detonation Gaming! Itabashi Zankiev! Yoshimoto Gaming! Machabo! Street Fighter V アーケードエディションの頂点に輝くのは果たして誰もが胸の高鳴りを抑えきれない Who will become the champion? We shall see. どうぞファイナリストたちに盛大な拍手を
Acabamos de ver la introducción de los jugadores. Ya lo vemos, puros monstruos, puros leyendas del Street Fighter. Increíble, llegó la hora, está James Chen listo para comentar. Nosotros vamos también a hacer nuestros breves comentarios, pero la idea es que el streaming salga como sale originalmente de allá. Simplemente hacer unas pequeñas introducciones de vez en cuando de mi parte, pero vamos a disfrutar el evento completo. Vi ahí a Sako y también vi a Infiltration, que ya parece que se le quitó el veto que tenía por violencia doméstica. No sé si lo saben, pero Infiltration estaba baneado de las competencias de Capcom por un incidente ahí, estuvo charcheteando a la ñora, pero en fin, ya parece que está todo zanjado y vuelve a la competencia. Me alegro por Infiltration, es un tremendo player, un monstruo, el Street Fighter campeón del EVO. En fin, y también vi a Machado, que es una leyenda del Guilty Gear. Él fue campeón de Guilty Gear, me acuerdo con Sing, personaje Sing, no me acuerdo, creo que fue el 2017, por ahí, si no me equivoco. Machado coronándose campeón del Evolution en Estados Unidos con Guilty Gear. Es admirable que juegue otros juegos también y que llegue a estas instancias finales de ya top 8 de Evolution en Japón. Es realmente increíble este Machado, una máquina excelente, excelente. Tiene un Ekali, si no me equivoco. Y ahí ya podemos ver los nombres completos: Sako, Newman, Mago, jugadorazo me acuerdo de Street Fighter 4 cuando tenía ese Feilón, cuando todavía no lo parchaban. Era imparable ese Mago, increíble jugador. Me alegro que Mago tenga su revancha. Ojalá que Mago alguna vez gane un Evo, creo que se lo merece. Nunca ha ganado Evolution y es un jugador de los más tatitas, de los más veteranos de Street Fighter 5, se lo merece. Viene Sako y ya están preparando mi silla cruje mucho, sí, mi silla, sí. Necesito una silla de gamer. Así que vamos a ver qué pasa. Saludos para Isai. Saludos. Jorge Romero. Saludos. Compartan el link. Estamos absolutamente en vivo cuando acá son las 4:33 de la mañana. Aquí en Chile, ¿en qué horas son en sus países? Lo dejan aquí en los comentarios. ¿Quién es su favorito? Déjenlo en los comentarios. ¿Esperan que anuncien algo al final de este torneo? Bueno, nadie lo sabe. Es posible que anuncien algo. Es posible. ¿Quién sabe? La esperanza siempre está. No hay nada oficial. Nadie ha dicho nada. No queremos hacerle ilusión a nadie. Pero siempre va a estar la esperanza de que anuncien un nuevo personaje. O qué sé yo. Es una instancia especial. Es una Evolution. Puede ser. Y parece que los técnicos ya tienen listo lo que son los controles, los sticks, las configuraciones. Y ya están eligiendo personajes. Ya vemos el menú de selección de personajes absolutamente en japonés. Y se viene Sako, este chico no lo conozco, pero sí, Sako sí es una leyenda del Street Fighter, un monstruo. Bueno, ha sido campeón también varias veces en varios certámenes. Y se viene con Menak. Pues veamos Sakura. Bueno, vamos con esto. Evo Japan, parte ya. 2020 aquí en el canal de SonyX. Vamos a disfrutar esto.
Slow fireball, something Sakura is going to follow behind a lot. She needs to charge it up. And when we do see that, that's when we're going to see Sako kind of walk forward and throw his heavy fireball, clash with it, try to get rid of a hit of it.
Yeah, that's why you can see on the charge there, it can absorb one of the hits of the orb coming out too, and then still keep going.
Yeah, and you saw Sako right there use 2 hits to blow up the fireball on the way in. Use the explosion and then the V-skill after. When there's 1 hit on the fireball left, you can V-skill it. Something you'll see quite a bit. Dash.
Oh yeah, nice. Gets in there, manages to get the throw, trying to push Sako into the corner, but a lot of people have been talking about this V-Trigger 2
V-Trigger 2, yeah. I think it's solid. It makes your far range game pretty scary, and it's like kind of non-committal, I think, for Manat. Like, you don't have to worry about going in too much. Yeah, just send out the orb, bring it back.
Do it again.
Ton of damage, and our V-Trigger still right, which is great.
Oh, well, speaking of V-Trigger, Nauman sitting on a ton of meter right now. Has not had a chance to spend it. Gonna lose the round off of that attempt with the EX Shoken. Not gonna connect.
Yeah, big bet. Doesn't work out for him. Sako ready for it. Unsurprisingly, I think right there that he needed to try something big, and Sako kind of smelled it. He's like, you know, this match has been me kind of dominating the whole time. You want some kind of big swing?
Yeah. Especially late in the round when you don't have a lot of life. I call those the desperation uppercuts. When you're about to die or get stunned, you see those come out a lot.
Knockdown again, and Sako with a big lead. Unsurprisingly,
oh, that's punishable, yeah.
Yeah, minus a lot.
Here comes Nauman. Activates Raw right now, but has her in the corner, and Sako does not have the ability to activate the V-Trigger to kind of put the scare and get out of there. Oh, yep, gonna keep you in the corner. Plus, and now throw.
And this fireball, very scary to deal with as well. You see Sako just having to block it out here. EX fireball, Tatsu hits.
Keeping the pressure going, yep. Uh-oh, here we go. Chance for Sako to get out of here. Yep, maximizing the combo, sets up another mix-up here.
Yeah, gonna set up the V-Trigger, and now if you're Sako, you just kind of wait at full screen. Yeah, this is, you can't really do much. You just have to wait for the explosion. And it's gonna build Sako meter is the other thing too, that's
right.
He's close.
Oh my god, he just jaunted on over, just strolled taking his time.
The
Nice
entire
set.
screen.
Yeah.
The entire screen. Sako was like, you know what? There's nothing you can really do about this orb, so I might as well just stroll on over.
I mean, that was literally deer in headlights kind of thing. He was just like, oh my gosh, Manat is just walking at me.
Yeah, and anytime she can just recall the orb, and if it hits you, he's going to combo you and kill you too, right? So, you know, in that moment, you don't really have that other option.
All right.
Fireball uses it to clash. One hit of Sakura's Fireball goes away.
Remember, it is going to be 3 out of 5 here in the top 8 for Street Fighter 5.
Charge up Fireball.
All right. Oh, nice jump back light punch. You know, good defense does push her back towards the corner again. This is where Nauman was able to get stuff going. So here we go. Let's see what Nauman can keep going here. Activates the V trigger, but out of there.
Yeah, the jump drill was really smart. You saw Nauman already had committed to the crouching heavy punch. That's going to be the release, the combo.
Set up for the next mix-up here. Yep. Gets the pressure and the throw, and look at this. Almost no lines, and that's going to do. Sako is just running through Nauman now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those matchups where you need to gamble as Sakura to get in. And Sako is really not giving Nauman any of those opportunities, those jumps. You know, I mean, sometimes they'll work, but Sako's just scouting them. There's the jump in, back throw, nothing happens.
Yep. Not going to get any sort of the crazy pressure. Oh, no. Missed the median. Is going to get back throw. That's a huge loss. And I like Sako jumping back in, trying to feign running away and then changing it around, but didn't work out for him.
Yeah, chase the backdash there. One more for stun.
Oh, he probably tried to go for empty jump low.
Uh-oh. Sako has a lot of resources here.
Oh,
Checks the
but
dash.
didn't confirm it.
No uppercut, no light kick, an uppercut or anything.
Oh, nice dash forward to make that orb hit, and then the V reversal going through all of those orbs.
Still scary. Sako has critical arc bait as a throw.
Far away.
Okay, V-trigger's gone.
Oh.
Crush.
Oh, boy. Okay, any hit now. Any hit, single hit.
Yeah, he can critical arc through a fireball. The jump too.
No overheads yet either, because that would be punishable into the critical art.
Oh,
no!
Critical art ends here.
Execution
He didn't commit to it. The crush. Chip now. You have to watch the chip. One hit on it. The dash is up. Boom.
Wow! Bravery from now on, like you said. Oh, here we go. Oh, he doesn't even chip. He just goes for the throw instead. Gets it. Sako pulling it off at the last second there. Slowly whittling away the life of Nauman, and it works out. And do you feel like that's kind of, you know, maybe nerves for Nauman being on a big stage like this? I mean, he's obviously a good player.
Right.
Right, but for EVO
Yeah.
Japan, top 8?
I don't even know if it's like just the nerves of the stage, but it's like in a matchup like that, when you have a lead, people always say like, all right, just don't do anything risky. Just wait, you know, you'll grind it out, you'll get that last hit. But that's one of those moments where like time just keeps ticking, you keep losing life over and over and over. And in this matchup, you can have rounds like that where Sakura just doesn't get in, and that might be from the beginning of the round or when Sakura has like a 60% life lead. She just never hits Manat again. I think that's kind of the nature of the matchup.
And then also your brain kind of snowballs into itself. You know, every time you get hit, it like folds up just a little bit more. You're like, oh no.
And eventually you're like, I gotta do something, I gotta. And then that's when Sako has the war bound, the jab hits, walk up, throw, and I'm not ready for the tech. Because of that, we're looking at 2-0 Sako here already.
Fab Gaming Sako,
Yeah.
definitely one who is very familiar with this kind of environment, with this kind of stuff, with so much on the line.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Clean.
Take that trade, because now you've got Sako towards the corner. Well, you see, oh no, just missed the jump attack. Sako able to stop him, so could have had a lot of frame advantage off of that jump attack.
Yeah, I like the
Oh,
V-skill.
okay.
Nice, that was smart too. Doesn't have immediate after though. Sweep activate. Yeah, this is pretty rough. Takes the side switch.
See how we use these orbs. Yep, keeps the pressure going. And feels a lot like the early seasons of Manat. Potential to get 2 of those V triggers
Yeah.
in one round.
Nauman trying hard to get in now too. Has the fireballs, yeah. Uses some of the V-trigger fireballs, so they're gone now. And even trying to use a little bit more V-skill 1 to get into. I like that idea. Sako with the slide.
All right, evened out the life, but again, Sako at that position where he can just, you know what, if he gets a hit, he can just spend the meter and take the win and go to the next round with a victory.
Yeah, negative there, activates.
Oh,
It's raw.
do it? Yes.
Just that raw EX toss, throws it out, hits. Yeah, you get a juggle after in the corner.
Just do it. Why not? Well, okay, don't do it there.
Yeah. One thing I was going to say last round, too, is that we haven't seen a lot of raw Tatsu from now and then. I think that's the way Sakura players get in a lot, right? So I was hoping to see a little bit more of it. And this round, he's been doing it quite a bit. He's gone for a couple. Sakura just stuffed the first one.
Might have just been one of those things he told himself between the game, wait, I need to do this more. Yep, you see those raw Tatsus right there.
Yeah, and I like the heavy Tatsu from far away, too, to try to get in. B-skill, anti-air.
Yep, had it already. Already saw the startup of that B-skill. Here comes the second round of orbs here. Sitting on there, you can see the timer's about to run out, so yeah, just spends it. And now Nauman has to find the way back in. Oh, meter spent from the anti-air. He's willing to do that all day. Okay.
Oh, yeah, the medium punch it out of the air. Activation here. Oh, the jump. Yeah, not a big punish, though. I mean, didn't really have anything bigger that he could get, I don't think.
Yeah, especially the way Sakura leaned forward like that. Sakura leaned forward. Oh, that should be able to do it. No, not enough.
Didn't spend EX. B-skill, nothing.
Oh, he went the fireball. If he had confirmed into an uppercut, maybe it would have had a little bit more pressure to go with, but wasn't sure it was going to hit.
Or in that case, he thought he had V-trigger still, right? Which is why he thought the low forward fireball was going to combo. He could get a juggle after, right? So he had just run out of V-trigger. We stock on match point.
That's the best. That's that Goken.
Yeah, the snipe. I'm in a great spot now. This is the kind of pressure you need.
Oh, yeah, he was going to go for 3, it looked like. And Sako said, nope. Side switch, dash under. Using that to get in. What was he trying to do?
I wonder if that was a late uppercut or something to get in. So Nauman with that block, and now has V-trigger. We see the activation.
Nauman, I mean, still with the life lead here, has a lot of resources, so has the option yet, cancels into the V-skill to get in. Here we go. Throw and now Chip. If he can get, okay, now Chip is a threat for Nauman. Nauman could just get a hit, maybe a uppercut into super.
Gets hit though. The snipe with the EX.
Oh boy.
Not critical art. And yeah, you see Sako backing off. Knows that Chip is still a threat. The V-skill. Oh, no. At the last second, he tried to slide or something. He hasn't got an input come out.
Yeah,
flipped.
I think he knew if he had blocked that fireball, that probably would have been enough block stun for Nauman to get that chip. So at the last second, so he was like, oh, I'm going to block. Wait, I can't block this. Here he comes. And then it was too late.
Yeah, in that case, avoiding chip out was pretty tough. So Nauman on the board now.
Okay. Not going to let Sako take this one. Look at that dash forward. 3 of them in a row.
Yeah, I like that we're seeing more Tatsus, more dashes on the ground instead of just the air approach. 2 in a row.
Gets the crush. Stun.
Mix up here, left, right, stays in the front. Tatsu, uppercut. Very nicely done. Yeah, that combo hurts. That is one thing in this version. You know, any version, actually. I guess Sakura has hurt pretty much the entire time. It's just she needs those hits.
Especially once he gets you in the corner, like you were saying.
Yeah, trade on the soul throw.
Nice again. The forward dashing from Nauman has really changed a lot.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, not that time.
Yeah,
Sako.
We see Sako sniping it a little bit more. Back throw, he was in range.
And there you see right there, moving forward and then throwing out the crouching medium kick all of a sudden, catching Sako by surprise. And now just going to try to build space with this V-trigger too again.
Yeah, Nauman out of V-trigger now as well, so it doesn't have it out of the air.
So nice. Reflect into orb release.
Crush. This should be the kill.
Super! Is this going to kill? This should definitely kill.
Yeah, absolutely. As we tie up 2 apiece here in our very first match of top 8. Nauman, Sakura.
The time is now, man.
Yep.
For Nauman.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job of adjusting for sure. You can see it, and now Sako is the one that's forced to adjust, right? It's like, okay, well, you know, my opponent is now kind of like figured stuff out. What is my counter adjustment? Do I snipe the ground more? Is Nauman going to start jumping like a little bit more because, you know, he's been approaching on the ground so much? What's the like last minute adjustment in this 5th game?
See them, both of them just concentrating, trying to decide what to do here. I mean, we've gone to the character select for Sako, so this could be him just trying to get more time to think, or he might switch to V-Trigger 1. Yep, there it is, V-Trigger 1. Going back to the tried and true.
Yeah, it takes a little bit more control, and I think it has less full screen presence as well, which is something, to be honest, Minot already has against Sakura, so...
But obviously, 3-bar trigger, not going to have access to it as often. But if there's anybody out there who you can consider the consummate professional with V-Trigger 1 of Minot, It is Fab Gaming's Sako.
Oh, for sure. All the explosion hits.
Oh, got him low.
Solid damage and building a little bit of gauge with the V-skill already.
He tried to erase that fireball with the recall, just a little too early there.
Yeah. Something we've seen Sako use a lot. Jump back air to air, tagging on more damage.
Ow! I didn't think that was going to catch it. Barely clipped.
This looked great so far, the way Sako's really controlled this round. You mean now I'm going to find an activation point?
That V-trigger one may not, the V-trigger change might not even come into play in this round if Sako can take this. Oh, you got it! Here we go. Uppercut and mix-up time. Throw. Is he going to go for double throw? Oh no, he faked it. And then goes for it. I love this pressure from Owen. Oh, the stun.
That's the kill as well.
And see, this is what I mean. That V-trigger wasn't going to come.
Yeah, it did not come into play at all. As Nauman just found that one jump. That's how Sakura is, right? She's such a, high damage, explosive character. It's just tough for her to get in a matchup like this. EX Fireball.
And I don't think she's one of the characters that a lot of people talked about after the patch notes were revealed for Season 5,
Yeah, it's not like she's a tremendous winner. Wow, the hands here. But she is solid in this version for sure.
It's amazing how many small things can do to change a character.
Yeah. We haven't even seen too many of them so far. Just some of the combo routes. Oh, again the jumps. EX Tatsu. Uppercut after. Sako, one more guess. Nauman with the back throw, moving on to winners finals. Sakura in winners finals of EVO Japan. Who'd have thought it?
He went down 0-2. It looked like it was just going to be a Sako steamroll, but you can see how much this means to Nauman when he beat Nemo yesterday as well. You saw the emotion from him, and you see it here again, a player who, man, really happy for him.
Yeah.
All the Sakura fans out there right now are just like, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, and this is like, I think, one of those characters that you look at and you're like, she's not super powerful, but she's pretty good. And, to get this far in a tournament like this, I think this is a version where so many different characters will be seen a lot just because the top characters are a little worse than they were last season. A lot of the other characters got a little love on the bottom. So, you just see every character starting to be like a threat in tournament. We almost had an Alex in top 8 yesterday, right? Like gunfight,
so
9th place.
So close.
Really impressive. And as you mentioned, Trashbox in the top 8 made it here with Birdie and Ed.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see. And I mean, we might see Jury next in the next match as well, right? Jury or even Ed again. We could see Ed twice in this topic. Imagine that.
In top 8.
With 0 Rashids.
Yeah, right, exactly. A lot of the characters that we had been seeing so many of. No Rashids, no Karen. So it's going to be a very, very interesting season so far. And, a lot of people have talked about, Rashid V-Skill 2. Oh my gosh, he's going to be even better than he was before. And don't get me wrong, Rashid's still one of the best characters, but obviously, I just feel like they did such a good job on the balance this season.
Yeah, it's, I think, a really fun season no matter, most characters, I think you can probably get away with playing them. Some of them probably still a little too weak.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting? Like Season 3, I mean, looking at Mago here. In Season 3, he was a Cammy player.
Yeah.
Then switched to Karen.
Yes.
And then in this tournament, we've seen him gone back to Cammy again.
Yeah, and also online a lot has been playing a ton of Chun-Li.
Yeah.
Character he's been playing quite a bit too. I mean, Mago famous for playing very, very strong characters. On the other side, Infiltration famous for playing oddball characters.
Just
right?
whatever he feels like it.
Yeah, definitely just picking all kinds of weird characters and unorthodox characters. I would say compared to the rest of the strong characters most people tend to pick.
I mean, earlier in the weekend in Samurai Showdown, he was playing Earthquake of all characters, which I would have never guessed that he would go with. Here he is, and so at this point in time, we could see Manat, we could see Ed.
Yeah,
Jury.
Jury is probably the character I expect. Oh, it seems like there's a blind pick?
Oh, okay. I mean, it makes sense, because as we said, Mago has about 3 or 4 characters.
Yeah, both of them have minimum 3 characters, right? Both of them have minimum 3 characters they could choose from. So it's unlikely we see a situation where I think there will be some counterpicking here. I think it's pretty likely that if someone loses, they'll switch and back and forth and vice versa, right? So Cammy Manat it is.
Cammy Manat, okay. Obviously it's nice because Cammy's got the dive kick, change of jump arc, helps her get in.
Yes, the handshake happens. All right, so our second winner semis here. Winner will go on to play Nauman.
And one thing I respect about the way Mago plays Cammy most of the time is he will enter the secret code and take off that, fur off of her. He usually goes with just the,
I don't know what any of the outfits look like, James. You're talking to the wrong. When CE came out,
Dude,
I
right?
tweeted it, and I was like, I have never purchased any outfits.
Exactly.
So, like, CE was the most value I've ever had in my life.
Same here.
I was like, sick. This is the best. You know how many Chun-Li outfits there are? That's a joke, but I looked, and I was like, there's a lot. So
Like, scroll.
I have a Chun-Li outfit now. Like, I have my Chun-Li outfit, which is great. Yeah, you're right. Take it off.
Yeah, so there you go. Mago against Fur,
Yeah.
Oh, missed the dive kick to start, and that's going to give Infiltration the throw.
Yeah, Infiltration, but not. If you remember 2 seasons ago, really kind of like solid, but like unorthodox. Lots of backdashing, lots of weird whipping. Very wily, and also played a lot of V-Trigger 2. That's stun, yeah.
Back throw, yep, gets the maximum stun. And how did this all start? That whole sequence started because Mago jumped, didn't dive kick.
Yeah.
And Infiltration tried to anti-air the dive kick timing, and it missed, and that Mago got in, and that whole sequence happened.
Yeah, we see V-Trigger 2 from Infiltration. 2 seasons ago, that's what he was playing when it was not common, right? Like, not a lot of other people were using this V-Trigger. So, not surprised to see that he's playing it again. Back throw again. That kind of damage adds up, Looking low. One thing about this matchup, too, is you'll see Mago try to whip punish the buttons with drills. Oh, my. The jump in.
And that's, this is the way you fight Manat. You keep jumping a lot of the times, and that's what Mago is doing.
That could have been it. Not the kill, but that's a meaty anyway. The cancel. Doesn't need it.
Matter. And knowing that this is what Cammy can do to a Manat, Mago can basically take all this damage from all these little stray hits from Infiltration and then still win the match. He never has to feel like he's out of it.
Yeah, I mean, and there's no reason to, right? Because one anti-air from Manat is like, the damage on that is okay. One missed anti-air, that's the round problem, right? It could just be the round at that moment. So, it's not surprising to see. I expect a character switch from Infiltration.
Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing, too, is like, really, it was just that Karen was kind of like a better version of Cammy, because outside of maybe some like health buffs a little bit, but Cammy she's doing mostly what she could do last season too.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is, Karen is still a very, very dangerous character, but Cammy's air approach is one thing that's very important. In a matchup like this, it's always been the case, I think, that Karen has had a little bit of a worse fight in a lot of ways, just because not having that air approach option is a big one, and also drill for a whip punish is very good. A little bit easier than trying to EX Tenko it all the time. Colleen?
Ooh.
I haven't seen Infiltration play much Colleen. But maybe thinking about it here, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, it's one of those characters that can fight Cammy very well in the neutral, footsie style. And if you get one good read on a dive kick, you can counter it for some big damage. Interesting, okay.
Yeah.
Trying to decide on why this character
Ada?
instead of
Jury or
even Ed.
I would be surprised if we saw some Ed. I'd expect Jury more in this matchup, but he's thinking a lot about Colleen. All right.
Because I feel like, EX Psycho upper would be good at beating the jump or the dive kick.
Yeah, it depends, though, because if you try to do it in timing for the dive kick, and
it could go under the jump.
Yeah, it has kind of like pulls him forward, so it's not as consistent as you would hope. Colleen it is.
Okay.
One thing about Infiltration for sure is you never know, right? Like you just don't know what character it's going to be. Stand light kick, Parabellum early.
This is one of those situations, as I mentioned, Colleen plays very well in the footsies. Wow, roundhouse to roundhouse.
These vanity steps already kind of remind me of DiCaprio. Like, just the way seeing these, it's like, oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, crush, front throw. Yeah, hit confirm, but not into the EX.
Too far for the double crouching medium punch from Mago. Uh-oh. Activation not going to spend the second half, of course. Most Cammys save it for this reason, the threat. You're scared of that jump dive kick, so that gives Cammy the ability to dash forward and uppercut. I mean, a dash forward and throw.
That was almost a whiff into a whiff punish. Double backdash from Infiltration activates. EX can spend another one.
Yep, going to do so.
Double
one
escape.
more, not enough to kill. And it's still a dangerous situation because a combo could build the meter into the critical art.
Yeah, backdash there from Mago.
Obviously.
Fierce uppercut critical art is very close. The killing just a bit outside. It's the crouching medium kick. And yeah, this style of infiltration, not surprising. You just see lots of back vanities, super defensive, backdashing a lot. It's kind of what you always see. Yeah, target combo was close enough, and the EX after.
Oh, tried to go for the shimmy, infiltration not biting. Oh, again, infiltration with the counter reads from the air, but then just not checking the forward jump. So many players just jump out of the corner like that.
Yeah, it's a really good option because walking back to bait a throw or bait an uppercut loses to that, right? So it's something that we see a lot. Skates up.
Ooh, wow.
I think missed the cancel on the skate.
Again, now this time instead of the counter, using the V skill as the anti-air. Something Mago has to be wary of, but now if he starts empty jumping, that's going to open things up for infiltration. Uh-oh.
Big punish.
Okay, yeah, drill follow-up to stay in the pressure, activates. Too slow on that. Nice jump back and then
Yeah, weird high parry, right? Like, that's kind of surprising to see. I guess mid parry there, but surprising to see from infiltration. I don't know what he was trying to scout.
maybe just trying to catch maybe a stand medium punch or
like a fierce or
something.
something,
Yeah, that was wild. Ooh, and crouching too. That's the nice thing about that. It's much easier to combo after the dive kick.
Yeah. Oh, the bait. Critical art available. Mago look for it again. Gotta be careful with those hands.
Oh, counter, yep. Didn't spend any meter on that counter.
Mago tried to jump again. Back throw, though.
Yeah, allows Mago out of the corner.
Yeah, but you get better pressure when you back throw with Colleen when you're in V-Trigger 2, though.
But was it worth it just to get that pressure and let Mago out? Mago's sitting on all those resources as well. Any hit right now could lead to death because it could be just like Crouch Fierce, activate, super.
Yeah, any hit.
Even stand me. Oh, there we go. Got the raw activation on the block, I should say.
Ooh, went for the empty jump, trying to bait the counter probably. And Mago playing this slow, knows, you know, one hit is all it takes.
Info's in the same position right now. One hit into critical art can do it. Ooh.
That's scary to do. Uppercut.
Oh, okay. Dive kick, uppercut, yes! That was high enough that he was gonna get the juggle off of that. Great awareness from Mago.
Warmed up, cranking that arm. That
all
is
warmed up.
not easy to do, by the way. To hit the uppercut high enough like that and to get the dive kick where it barely hits like the 2 hits so you can get the EX after. Very, very tough to get the timing and like the height on that, as you mentioned.
But he got it. He was aware, had the EX uppercut, went for it, took that game. Mago was up 2-0.
Yeah, back to character select again.
Shout out once again to all the companies down there, all the sponsors you see at the bottom of the screen, making EVO 2020 possible.
All right, there's the jury. This is the character I thought we would see after the
Same.
first match.
Same.
I think it's a character that, like, sort of infiltration is so comfortable on.
And, you know, even back in Season 3 and stuff, I always felt like Jury did a little better against Cammy than people thought. Either that or I just didn't know the matchup.
Both are likely, right? Like, there's not a lot of very, very high-level Jury, and she's a funky character to fight against. Like, punishes the store early. Nice, confirm. Mago.
Goes to the corner, and guess what? You have to deal with that Cammy pressure.
Good uppercut. One thing about Jury, she has great anti-airs, actually. Her medium DP is very good as an anti-air, crouching heavy punch, standing heavy punch, all good.
No confirm off of that single crouching medium kick. Hard to do for Cammy. Harder in any case than it is for like Ken and Karen, for example.
Yeah, and also Jury's V-Trigger 1 is very good, as you see here. Gets the store after, dashes up for the pressure. That medium kick becomes a really dangerous tool in V-Trigger. Yeah, runs out. So now
It's going to have plenty of time to build up another. Wow! Invincibility on that. There is invincibility on that. Forward throw into the corner. Here comes the mix of. Oh no! That was.
Oh, and he was too far for the standing medium kick to combo. That's unfortunate for infiltration. Chip now.
Both of them dropping combos. But now both of them also have that V reversal to avoid the chip.
Yeah.
Kind of do a raw one.
That was a fish. Mongo's looking for crouching heavy punch for critical art.
A dangerous thing there. Infiltration spent that bar right there, right?
Oh, the confirmed Mongo ready for it. One hit confirmed. Now set point to 3-0 Infiltration.
You have a long time to cancel that crouching heavy punch. You've got a long time.
Yeah, that's why you saw it on block like 3 times, and Mongo never, misfired.
And here comes Mago right away. Infiltration sitting on all those resources. There you go. There's that anti-air, exactly as you were saying. Oh!
Walk back fierce, really good option.
Felt like Mago even confirmed that one as well.
Dash
Wasn't out
up.
of whip OS range. Here we go. V-Trigger 1 activated. Yep. Safe on block. In.
Yeah, looking for more and more pressure here. Mago, one block will build a
Oh.
V-Trigger as well. EX.
Uppercut. Yep. He's going to spend it. 2 throws potentially. There's one. One more throw. Doesn't quick rise.
Who does the V skill?
Wow.
Yeah, Mago has a V-Trigger.
Trade on the fireball release. If that's what Mago was trying to go for, then big brain Mago right there. But he takes it 3-0 over Infiltration.
That was really, really good knowledge of not only how to fight against Jury, but prepared for Infiltration. There was like a time where Infiltration like whiff, jab, backdash, whiff, jab, backdash, and then forward dash, and Mago immediately jabbed. It's like, look, I've seen the tapes. It might have been a while since the last time you were playing, but I've seen the tapes. Like, really ready for that situation. It's impressive from Mago-san as he moves on here to the winners finals.
And, you know, obviously, Mago was using V-Skill 2. It's better than
Yeah.
V-Skill 1. It's still not useful.
James, look, Cammy's in winners finals of EVO. All right, come on. You don't have to talk about the V-Skill not being good. Everything else is good.
I know. She's
Everything
fine.
else
She's
is
fine.
good.
She's fine. So, I mean, I'm just glad to have something that can, you know, build V-Trigger every once
You
in a
know what? She has the best way to build V-Trigger. Block. Just blocking stuff builds you V-Trigger so often, and you see it where people are like this close to building V-Trigger, they just walk up and block like a medium or heavy, and then they have V-Trigger.
Just to get the V-Trigger.
And you're like, this is the best. I didn't have to get hit. I didn't have to use a V-skill and get like risk anything. I just blocked, built
and
V-Trigger.
she still has that benefit too of V-Trigger 1 never having been turned into a 3-bar V-Trigger.
Yeah.
And it's still one of the best V-Triggers in there because it kind of acts like it's such a good way to get in against people scared of
Yeah.
dive kicks or opens up the neutral.
Sure.
It's just such a powerful tool to have.
And, you know, the big thing about it is it stops people from, like, a lot of characters do not have consistent anti-airs on reaction. So they just have to, like, jump back and stuff. As we see our winners finals all set up now, man, Mago. And Infiltration will be playing the winner of this match, NuckleDu versus Trashbox. Bottom half there, Itabashi Zangief versus Machabo. Winner plays Sako. So we got both of those winner semis out of the way.
Not a lot of players from the States made it out here to play in Street Fighter V, but my wallet, NuckleDu, my wallet, generous enough to say, okay, you know what, I'll fly you out to Evo
I mean, his
Japan.
wallet's been removed. He's just NuckleDu now. He's decided that he's going to be NuckleDu. He doesn't want to give anybody the wrong idea. My wallet is
You
literally...
hear this at EVO 2020, breaking news, no longer my wallet, NuckleDu.
He's now just himself. Another blind pick, by the way. Another one. So this is an additional blind pick that we have again. I mean, something that happens. Obviously, NuckleDu has 3 or 4 characters that he can go to, and Trashbox has been picking a few different characters as well.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny too, because right after he beat, I don't know if it was Takeuchi or Gachikun with Ed, he put on Twitter, he's like, Ed's very strong. So,
Yeah.
you know, definitely a character that he likes. And you know, as we mentioned earlier, we saw Infiltration using a lot of Ed at Red Bull Kumite as
Right.
well. So definitely a character that a lot of people have their eyes on, it seems like.
Yeah, I think he is somebody especially that before you didn't have to take nearly as seriously as you do now. Right now, the matchup knowledge against that character is going to be pretty important. As we see the handshake. NuckleDu, the sole Western representative in the top 8. The only other one that was close was Mr. Crimson, who NuckleDu beat to make top 8 in this bracket.
Yeah, and one thing about Trashbox, you know, people always famously say he's the #1 player on CFN.
Yeah.
And, you know, honestly, playing that many matches, winning that many matches, you gain so much knowledge and so much opponent characters, matchup, you know, all this stuff. I'm not surprised to see him, you know, making top 8 at events like this, like EVO Japan.
And we see here, G for NuckleDu, not surprising, I think, and Birdie for Trashbox. One thing you see about G's NuckleDu's G that's a little different than many other G's is he does a lot of raw dash punch. That's something he really likes doing. It's tough for a character like Birdie to punish well. It's -4 with pushback. The other thing is, you know when people do stuff with G and then they whiff and then they buffer light kick in a rush? He likes doing fierce in a rush. He just does like wheel kick, wait a second, fierce in a rush. And that's something you're going to see a lot from NuckleDude G so far. So check that out. It's very different than a lot of other G players you see.
And we talked about this as well, I think it was yesterday, right? Birdie obviously nerfed a bunch with a bunch of his normals. Oh no, I think this was with Logan that I was talking about.
We brought it up too. Raw dash punch
yeah.
right away from NuckleDude.
Yeah, exactly as you said.
Yeah, something he does quite a bit.
Oh, too far for that to connect.
Yeah.
Now the pressure from Trashbox. Oh, here we go. The crush counter builds up the levels. And this is something that's important for NuckleDude, getting that level 2. I'm sorry, level 3 presidentiality, but actually goes for the pressure instead this time. And now he's down to level 1 presidentiality.
Anti-air is clean. Oh, hit confirm, low chain. He gets a great setup off of this. Air flip out from NuckleDude, but the overhead will kill it. Air flip out really useful, I think, especially for a character like G. He gets so much reward off of it. He's a 4-frame character, so he doesn't have good defensive options.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Just went for the heavy punch, just in case he tried to delay press a button, and NuckleDude was certainly rewarded with that crush counter. Yep, jump over, switch the sides.
Yeah, I feel like that was so late that NuckleDude could have almost anti-aired it. Like double dash, jump over. Slammering him.
It's definitely more whiff punishable, but it's got a whiff.
Yeah. Doesn't whiff. What are you going to do about it?
Oh. Just hammering.
All right, it's going to be big. Corner carry on this is the big part.
Yep, this is G. This is G. You could be dead. However, Birdie with a lot more health than a lot of other characters.
Yeah, he wins on the next hit. No, the setup.
Knew it.
As soon as NuckleDude neutral jump, that's a bad sign. Oh, it's an overhead.
Oh my gosh.
Not dead. And he doesn't have the wheel kick after. Oh, the crush.
Heavy juggle.
Yeah.
I can't believe that killed.
Yeah, that's it, man. I mean, there's more after, too. That was
That's
true. NuckleDude knew it.
Man, NuckleDude with the comeback. And, you know, remember, most characters in this game did get a little bit of a health buff.
Buffering that light kick all day. And so far, he's been kind of struggling on the ground, I think, in this matchup. Fireball. I think we need to see a little bit more fireball from NuckleDude. So, yeah, he brings it out immediately.
Oh, just dashes up, gets the command throw.
Yeah, I mean, he gets away with that because NuckleDude's throwing fireball, so he thinks, okay, I should wait for the jump. And then Trashbox like, oh, you think I'm going to jump? I'll just dash up command throw.
Yep. Very standard kind of Street Fighter mind games there. Nice resistance to not cancel that standing heavy punch. Is this going to be a stun?
Yeah, and he's going to have critical R for this combo as well.
Yeah, so he's going to be able to do it. Light it up.
Low smash, critical R. Light Easy peasy, NuckleDude. I like the jump over as well, so you didn't have to worry about a corner position. Just set him up in the middle of the screen. I like that choice. Very smart. And the way he's been pressuring has been great as well. So NuckleDude, good adjustment. I like him the last round, bringing out a few more fireballs, making Trashbox uncomfortable.
Curious if Trashbox might actually try to bust out the head at some point, but he's going to stick with Birdie for now.
Yeah, I think in this matchup, Birdie's fine. Again, raw dash punch. What are you going to do to punish? It's, you know, you got to be close enough for light kick into bullhead, and yeah, I mean, it's very good. All right, there's a whip punish on a miss space button from NuckleDude.
Okay, nice. Clipping him out of that jump.
Yeah, NuckleDude slows down on the dash punches a bit. I think he's seen some buttons from Trashbox, yeah.
I mean, so far I feel like Trashbox is...
Oh my god!
He was ready for that EX headbutt and punished it so well.
Yeah. So interrupt EX bullhead like that, I don't know if I believe it.
Like, I feel like that comes from, like, maybe playing Mena RD a bunch online or something, you know? NuckleDude does do that a lot. Plays against a lot of the other top players in long sets.
Yeah. Or walk up V skill, no command throw yet from NuckleDude. Got to imagine that's something he's going to represent soon.
Oh, he's going to get the jump in. He doesn't have the V trigger anymore, but that's not going to stop G from getting a good chunk of damage.
Oh, he tried it!
But then no cancel from Trashbox.
Keeps it safe, does not go for the command throw that time. The jump.
There we go, there we go. Okay, all right. Because
Yeah.
Cashbox lost that one, that would have been a tough one.
Yeah, NuckleDude missed a little walk forward before the command throw, didn't have quite enough range. But it was time to bring it out, I think. Oh,
Okay, not
flip.
that time. Maybe he tried to stop it again. Good spacing.
Front throw. Has to respect. Oh, did not respect the heavy kick after, just buffered the jab.
Gets in there with the buttons. Catching Trashbox. I mean, it wasn't a counter hit, so it wasn't a wake-up button.
He beats the EX Bullhorn. Trashbox likes to do that twice in a row, though. Oh. Yeah, good activation point. Now that Fierce is going to be pretty close to death for NuckleDude. Yeah, cannot get hit by that button.
Yeah, very confirmable on hit. Single hit into the high chain.
Overhead hits. Low chain's going to bring him in. He catches him trying to jump the command throw.
So good damage here. He's gonna need one more mix.
Baits the
Walk
throw.
back.
Yeah,
Shimmy.
clean from NuckleDude. He just knew in that moment Trashbox wanted to do something on defense. Also, maybe looking for EX Bullhorn or yeah, to come out of that situation. So I like the walk back a lot.
Okay, there we go. Armor on the EX Bullhorn.
Yeah, I think that's a good counter, but also, as Birdie, you might want Critical Art in the last round, right? It's something that is so useful for you.
But that's also why you see it's important to get that second level of presidentiality, right? Because then it's a two-hit fireball. It'll stop that armor.
Yeah, we haven't seen NuckleDude go to the raw dash punches very much anymore either. It seems like maybe he's expecting Trashbox to interrupt it.
Yep, walks forward to block it as fast as possible. Give it less frame advantage, essentially. Oh, there we go. Towards the corner. No, actually, he uses the chance to set up a can, activates the V-trigger raw, so now that stand heavy punch again, a very scary button to deal with.
Yeah, NuckleDude dies in one hit now because of Critical Art.
But also, NuckleDude, so close. He just wants to block a couple more to build that V-trigger like we were talking about before.
Yeah, if he blocks with Fierce, he's going to have V-trigger and then be able to do smash and to activate, so that's why he's walking up and blocking. Yeah, he's got V-trigger now.
Yep, now he backs up.
Oh, it hit? No, the jump back! I think a little far. I think a
Yeah,
little
he
far.
was a little too late. Oh my gosh, a drop from NuckleDude.
EX chain for the damage.
Oh, not quite enough. He didn't get a damage buff.
Oh boy. This is a big start for NuckleDude. Walk up, command
Oh,
grab.
and he has a critical art sitting there.
He's running out of time though.
Yep, 10 seconds. He needs
The late
one more
rise.
hit.
Oh my
what
knee
the
reversal.
heck?
He tried it. He just walks back, crouching fear. Look at the smile on his face. He's like, you didn't see that one coming on CFN, did you?
He's like, you didn't see that one coming. Neither did I.
Neither
But it's
did
all
I.
good. It's all good. I'll take it. And
Who do you think you are? I am.
And NuckleDude kind of has a little wry smile on his face too.
All right, walk up heavy kick. And yeah, every first round, he loves the early smash. That's something that he brings out a lot and then slows down on it. Yeah, too
Oh,
far.
yeah.
He would have had to done raw bullhead there.
Yep, good anti-air reaction. NuckleDude just walks away after landing.
Yeah, one thing about NuckleDude G is I don't think about him as like the most grounded G ever. And I think in a matchup like that, you know, you're not going to see him whip punishing a ton. It's going to be a lot of buffers.
And you can see all of a sudden NuckleDude being a lot more aggressive.
Yeah.
Raw fireballs, raw dash punches again. And now even raw flame kicks as well.
Doesn't take the level, prefers the setup, takes the front throw. Oh, the command throw, the jab doesn't matter. Yeah, and that command throw hurts. It does a lot of damage.
I mean, to be
that.
able to get that kind of damage off of a command throw is just something that's so unique for G. It's why he's so scary once he knocks you down like that.
Yeah, I mean, he can get V-trigger without getting V-trigger, right? That's the way the character works
Yep.
with the levels.
Oh,
So many
no.
of those raw dash punches are just working out.
Yeah, but I mean, he's down a lot in life right now. NuckleDude almost stunned as well.
There's that Fierce.
He did get a stun buff, but not a life buff. Gee, just so many good buttons in neutral.
Yeah, he can play like a wall for sure. The reversal block.
Uh-oh.
Hit. Walk back. That was
Oh, a
a throw
little
bait.
too slow with that, and we've got EX stop and dive. Set up, just walk up, crouch medium kick.
No cancel from NuckleDude.
Yep, no more V-trigger, no more V-trigger. Back down to level 0 and Trashbox. Gonna take it with a crouching medium kick. It's a very important match here. This is the rubber band match here.
Yeah, a lot of
1-1.
meter. I mean, NuckleDude, I think you have to feel pretty good about that situation. The EX rush punches on the whip punishes are very, very good.
No, too far away.
Yeah.
Good whip punish by NuckleDude.
That's a rough whiff. The command throw already. Heavy kick. No, goes for the setup.
Oh, the empty jump low. He should be able to get the stun off of this, but not going to be able to kill here in this situation. It's going to drain a lot of life. Maybe try to set up some sort of reset or just get the knockdown and go.
Yeah, misses the save jump, but doesn't matter. NuckleDu cleans it up. And that's the benefit of having meter at the start of the round, right? That, you know, EX rush led to the corner, led to all that set plan. If you're NuckleDu, he does not like to take levels that often, even in the corner. He almost always takes the setup. And the setup, I think, is very consistent, very powerful, especially against a character like Birdie, who does not have great tools to deal with it. Doesn't even have an uppercut if he wanted to, and EX Bullhorn, real slow.
That's wondering now. Maybe he'll switch to Ed just so he has that EX upper option.
Yeah, that's something to think about. That is also a slow uppercut, but it's an uppercut at least. Right?
Yep, it'll be command throw, you know. No, gonna stick with the birdie. So not gonna throw a different look at NuckleDu. So NuckleDu, wonder if he's feeling confident here. He's like, I've done 2 games already. Just need to take that one more. Coming all the way to Japan from Florida. Pretty much like the farthest distance in the U.S. to get here.
Yeah, way down there too. NuckleDu comes on over to Japan. As we mentioned, not many came out from the U.S., right? So cool to see him. And in top 8, the punish.
Good amount of prize money on the line for this event. About 90,000 U.S. total.
Yeah, for all the games, right?
Was it all the games?
Yeah, because I think it's 9,000.
Oh, 9,000.
Yeah,
Oh,
be
okay.
better in second.
Gotcha. Okay.
Pick up a couple of Pro Controller.
I think I'm doing the miss 0 count.
Yeah.
No armor for you.
One thing about, you just mentioned about Ed, right? It's like having that ability to get out of that with his reverse.
Yeah.
Not something we see from Birdie. That's a punish. Big damage.
And the mix-up. Just patience from NuckleDu, and yeah, use that opportunity. You block that low chain, you're plus, and so he uses that opportunity to get the activation into the mix-up. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the instant overhead light kick.
Didn't have V-trigger. Crashbox wins in one hit here now. Can't get hit by medium punch counter hit or heavy kick. Wow, that was it!
That was...
So that one get hit by that. That's death. Medium punch is death.
Everything is death. Oh.
Real scary. Whiffs the throw to try to bait NuckleDu into doing something.
NuckleDu just being so patient right now, finding the right opportunity, but maybe too patient.
Yeah, Trashbox. He's running out of time. He throws out the EX. He can't chip anymore, so that's why NuckleDu's spinning bar. Just gotta watch dash or jump, and yeah, the stop sign.
Finally. I mean, he had been so patient not hitting button in those situations, and that was allowing Trashbox to move forward. Finally throws out that standing medium kick. And in a way, that's NuckleDu kind of like building that story. I'm not hitting buttons. I'm hitting buttons.
Crouching heavy punch. I think we've seen Trashbox use a lot to whip punish or just throw out kind of at far range. Whip punish.
Good spacing and reactions from Trashbox.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now you're in the corner. This is where G suffers. Not going to spend the critical art for this kill.
Yeah. Uses the chain for the knockdown, and that.
Headbutt you into the machine.
Man, we haven't seen
Memo.
Earth. Yeah.
Earth. That's it. Power to the us.
Oh, that hurts. Just walk up, heavy kick, stuffing you. That's one of your like favorite buttons to hit as Birdie. So.
Oh. Addition to those crush counter. Oh, tried to fireball the can, it looked like.
Yeah. Trashbox is ready to confirm off of it too. Nice work. You have a lot of hits done there.
And now slowly walking NuckleDu back into the corner. So that's why NuckleDu dashing forward, trying to fight that forward movement from Trashbox.
Yeah, and he hasn't jumped in a while either. That's a punish. So I think Trashbox is like solely focused on the ground. Yeah. Lost a lot of space to activate.
Yeah, love that reaction from NuckleDu just to dash up and get the offense started in that situation as well.
Yeah, for sure. That fierce is dead. Do not get hit by it if you're NuckleDu here.
Both of them, even in life, both of them are sitting on so much resources.
Oh, yeah.
But the problem is NuckleDu hasn't been able to activate yet, but that's why he's blocking all those heavy punches again.
Just keep blocking him, and he's like 2 or 3 blocks away from having. Oh, jump back jab, yeah. I like that choice.
Okay, he's got it activated. He's got it ready to be activated now. It just goes right in there. That's a whip punish right there. Right away into the critical art. Is this going to kill?
He's chilling. A little
Not
bit of
quite.
life. Throws out the V-skill, covering the screen, and that's that NuckleDu moving on in the losers bracket. And time was on his side, too. There's like 10 or 11 seconds left. So pretty tough, I think, for Trashbox to really navigate through fireballs and V-skills and all that kind of stuff. And that's why NuckleDu had to spend it and then just say, all right, well, now that I've spent this, I have a lot of advantage to just kind of wait it out.
Had that little bit of extra health, might have been thanks to the life buff that he got this season, but unfortunately that means Trashbox is out in 7th place here at EVO Japan, but what an impressive run for him.
Yeah, and you know, you see he's a little sad about it as he's getting off the stage. He's got to put his shoes back on. He plays without his shoes on. He takes them off every time. Yeah, he's like, look, I got to get cozy. You know how it gets on CFN.
I mean, I don't have my shoes on right now either.
Wow, that's actually true. I did not expect that. I'm still wearing shoes, I can report here. The only one. Messed up. Maybe that's the key to comfort, I guess.
The Asian thing, you know, you take off your shoes in the house and everything.
It's a convention center. You live in this convention center? Yeah, it is cold in here.
It is cold, but it's all good. It's all good.
I'm impressed, James.
All right, so that was the first half of the losers bracket over there.
Yeah.
On the other side, we do have apparently crowd favorite Itabashi Zangief, Itazan.
Yeah, he had a booth here where like people could go play him and stuff.
Oh, really?
People
Oh,
were
dang.
so excited to go
didn't
play
see
him.
that.
Yeah, everybody was lining. They were like all over there to play Itabashi. He's giggling, playing Abigail, like, clapping his hands and stuff. It
I
was
just
great.
feel like this is the comic series that I wanted to know. Itabashi sees everyone clapping, and you see Nemo's just like angry. Everyone's in line to go play the game, you know,
didn't
play
even
with
show
him,
up.
and Nemo's just standing there angry.
He's like the Grinch, dude. Like he's just on the mountaintop talking to John. John is Max. John is Max.
Yeah.
He's yelling at him. He's like, ugh.
He's got the Spider-Man, Iron Man relationship there.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I'm really sad to see Nemo not here because I would have loved to have seen that Gil keep doing some damage here. But Itazan, of course, one of the strong second place at Capcom Cup 2 years ago,
Right.
Tagachi-kun. And just overall, very, very jovial, happy guy.
Yeah, and he's a really strong player, and he has a nice set of characters. He's been playing both Zangief and Abigail in this version, last version, for a couple of versions now, right? So not surprising to see for him. Machibo been playing Nikali. That's the man. He's like one of the few characters in this players in this top 8 that doesn't have multiple characters.
Yep.
Just like that's it.
And actually, just one of the few players that are even using Nikali now, period. Nikali was a character that just got almost like wholesalely abandoned by Nikali players last year.
Yeah.
And then Machibo just kind of showed up and was like, no, your character's still good. Check this out.
And we saw Phenom still playing him throughout the year. It's a good secondary for him as he made it very far in the Capcom Cup last year, right? So 3rd place for him.
Machibo,
And
of course, one of the best Guilty Gear players.
many moons ago.
Yes.
Many moons ago. He hasn't busted off the card to play some GG in quite a while.
Looks like he's about to play some Guitar Hero there. Just like looks like he was getting for the frets over there.
Well, he was ready. So yeah, I mean,
He's definitely not fretting this match right now.
No. A lot of Nikali players, I think, interested in this version because of the V skill 2, the vomit.
The puke.
Very good, actually. It's like a really solid V skill. If you go to Phenom's Twitter, like every day, there's like 3 new clips of him torturing people online with the V skill 2. And you know, I haven't really seen it so much from Machibo, a little bit. And we even saw it from Jobin yesterday. He was playing it as well. So I'm curious to see if we see a little bit more of that. And in this matchup, if he prefers Seismo, I would imagine he does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, you know, Nikali gains that power for all that puke by eating all the other, you know, instant ramens out there, you know, because they're so disgusting compared to cup noodles here, which are delicious.
This curry flavor, man. It smells so good. I can smell it through the packaging. That is a sign of power that I'm not ready for.
When I was sitting at, when we were doing the Street Fighter commentary on the other side, they had 2 of the curry ones next to me.
Yeah.
That's all I was smelling the whole entire time.
Yeah, I can still smell it right now.
Yeah, you're doing exactly. Here, let's put it in the middle.
Yeah.
We will share.
Curry.
We will share the aroma of the cup noodle and the curry.
2?
You gonna go for the tire?
Oh, I was talking about Nikali.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Maybe he thinks to himself he doesn't want Seismo here. He wants the shield of having the vomit so that you can't just like walk up and challenge and check with like sweep or fierce or whatever.
It's just a nice thing to have to kind of control that neutral space there. It just takes a little bit more to start up.
Fight.
Vomit
Okay,
already,
never
yeah.
mind. He's just gonna go for it. Yeah, look at this. But the range of Abigail causing him some problems.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same kind of with the other V skill as well, but kind of surprised to see him try it like twice right away. Man, Itabashi is slugging it out.
Oh, yep, works that time. Look at this, the stun right away for Machabo.
It's gonna hurt.
Go for a fancy combo here.
Yeah, vomit again.
Set up.
Yeah, these are not good trades if you're Itabashi.
Yep. And he wants to get that so that he can activate. Oh, here it's speaking of, here it comes.
He wins in one hit, by the way.
Itabashi.
Ah! He runs fast.
Oh,
That was like a horror movie. I was like, oh God. Hide in the closet. Don't breathe. Don't let him know.
no. Don't go in the house. Don't go up the stairs.
Or in the cornfield. Don't go to the cornfield at all. Bad place to go. Wake up sweep on the back throw.
Plus now. Ooh, no anti-airs for you. Command throw. Another command throw.
Oh, punish. Oh, he was too far.
Big missed opportunity. Yep, gets the crush counter there on the chase back. Activates.
Machabo still one hit
no,
away,
yeah.
but Itabashi comes flying in with the V trigger too. Last little bit of that gauge. Round apiece.
Yeah, was just trying to activate that V trigger to try to be a threat so that he wouldn't get stunned. But then the unblockable just came, the armor, I should say. Oh.
That jump fierce. We see that a lot. And same thing with Itabashi swinging with that back fierce.
Juggle. All the way to the corner. So, oh, nice jump out.
And seeing that juggle, why have we been forsaken? Running you across the floor, stomping you. Oh, big crush. No meter, no activation.
Oh, trying to get away from that. Didn't want to get stuck in the plus mix-up.
Oh, the run and
Gravity
drop.
check. It still works, and Itazan is going to take game number 1.
Yeah, and he did it so fast. Like, the EX run command throw there was good because it was really quick. Machabo didn't have time to react to the run with critical art or something like that to stuff it. I like that choice.
Machabo nodding his head. He was like, yes, I agree. I agree
good.
with you, Say Jam.
Yeah, he's like, you know what?
Good choice.
He made me bleed my own blood. Pretty smart. Got to give it up. Yeah, I wonder if we'll see a V-skill switch. That's like maybe the thing that I expect the most, probably, from Machabo.
Try to go back to the size mode to try to control that neutral space a little bit more. Yep, there it was. The switch back to Seismo.
Seismo's just so good.
It's just it's a good way to attack at different ranges that Nikali can't reach, to keep the opponent thinking about it and to kind of stunt their movements a little bit.
Yeah, it's an excellent V skill, and it's, you know, the ability to build gauge with it from far away. Just look at that, and force jumps, force giant flips from Itabashi.
Woo! But Itabashi says, I don't care. Just gonna walk up and punch you. That's my strategy. Okay, good reaction. Don't want to deal with that giant flip mix-up. Nice. Oh no! He didn't. He press kicked it too early.
And I'm thankful for it.
Yeah. He's paying for it badly. That one execution error, and gonna give Machabo that round.
Yeah, and the one thing about Itabashi is whether he's getting hit, whether he's getting, like, you know, he's in a block string, he really, really presses a lot on crouching light kick, crouching jab, or back heavy punch. He's like almost always swinging with something, and every like situation, yeah, right there, yeah, he's almost never just blocks.
I also really like, except for that jump right there, Machabo's been jumping at good distances where that crouching heavy punch has been hard to anti-air with. The crumple! Close the stun! That should do it right there. Itazan gonna take this round.
Yeah, and that was a pretty rough one, right? It just kind of snowballed really quick off a couple of those giant flips hitting, and then carried to the corner, gets crumpled on the run, trying to up back probably. Yeah, that jab is really good.
It's again, it's that grappler crouching light punch, man. They've all got it.
Look at it, he's just short jab, swinging, back heavy punch.
Knock, knock. Flick him into the corner.
Yeah, Macho, he's just been caged here. He doesn't have a lot of good options.
Finally gets the jump and activate.
Crouching light kick, Itabashi swinging away.
Yeah, there you see the power of that Seismo, just having that as an option. Again, jumping at that range, but the trade combo! Is this gonna kill?
The
No!
smash, not enough. Full resources, Macho Bo.
Oh, yeah.
No chance.
No.
That smile, Itabashi knows.
Itazan was like,
Abigail
no.
wins.
Not on his watch for sure.
I know what you've got up your sleeve.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna block this, take my free win, and move on to game number 3. Oh!
So early, he just gets crushed right out the gate. It felt like it was too fast.
Oh! Oh, he's been trying to stop that giant flip unsuccessfully sometimes. Just gets hit.
Look at these buttons all day.
Yeah, that crouching light punch has really started causing problems. Oh, look at him, the read. Close to stun. What a tech, though.
Yeah, he was trying to bait the uppercut. I think it was a late throw. Machibo doesn't have a lot here.
He has been trapped in this corner so badly by these jabs. Look at this. Walk up jab, walk up jab, walk up jab. Then suddenly EX stompy stomp in the punch.
Yeah, and I mean, he's spaced out so well there, it's really hard to punish too, right? So, like, it's not really there's much that Machibo can do as he gets an early crush, but
Oh,
again,
too far.
always
It's
swing
almost
with
like,
it.
oh, what a backdash to get out of there. Not gonna drop it this time.
Corner carry from Vancouver all the way to Toronto. Jump back light kick.
Okay, good reaction with the anti-air. And here we go, ground pound into activation. Here comes Machibo for the pressure. He needs to get on the board. If he's gonna make this comeback, this is the farthest distance comeback you can possibly take. But he's gonna activate the critical art once again. Is this gonna kill this time? Yes? No!
Living.
Still not?
Oh,
Okay.
just a little light kick is gonna close it out as Itabashi taps the toes at 3-0 Machibo here in loser's side of the bracket.
Oh, man.
Brutal for Machibo. It just felt like there was never a range he could really contest. And I mean, Nikali is like notably not a big buttons kind of character. He's a little stubby, but even there, it just looked worse than normal. It was like he tried to jab, he was trying to roundhouse, he was trying to like sweep or something. Nothing was working. He was like, help, I got nothing, help.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that means that Machibo is, again, also out of the tournament as well, in 7th place, along with Trashbox. So,
Yeah.
But great job to both of those players once again. And we've got 6 guys left.
Yeah, 6 left in the top 8, which should be great so far. Hopefully you've been enjoying everything. If you're in the US of A, I know the time zones are not so friendly, but thanks everybody for checking it out here on the English stream at EVO Japan 2020. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the rest of the top 8 in just a little bit. Howdy, everybody. Welcome back to EVO Japan 2020 here in Tokyo. We've got our losers side of the bracket as Infiltration from Korea is up against Knuckle Dew. And one of these two players will eliminate the other, and there will be 5 Japanese players and them left. That's what we're looking at this point in the bracket. So I'm interested to see how this goes. These two have had a long history of playing Street Fighter, obviously. Back in the Street Fighter 4 days, this is somebody who's like really confident usually against Infiltration. So.
Knuckle Dew has always kind of called himself the Infiltration's demon kind of situation.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm curious about here. It's obviously probably been a while since these two played.
It's different game.
Yeah, different game, new season, different characters too. So I'm excited for this one here as we see Jury, obviously for Infiltration, G for Knuckle Dew, the character he's really been playing the most these days. A lot less Guile, a little bit of Mika, a little bit of Candy.
Yeah, like I said, I really feel like this is his main character now, clearly.
Ready? Early.
Right away. Says, you know what, you are not building this presidentiality level. And already you can see kind of the movement from Infiltration.
Yeah, charges the V skill as well. Moves in behind the fireball. And her light confirms are really good right now. Yeah, not only with EX, but also the heavy store is very good.
Now, but the problem is, this is G. You're never out of the woods. Here comes the comeback.
Here comes Shia LaBeouf. Uh-oh, got a gas, goes hello.
Now, it doesn't have a lot of meter, however. Not going to be, he tried to go for the reset.
He was ready for it. Dash up, regular throw again, getting close to being able to chip if Infiltration activates.
Oh, trade.
Trying to hit up, but
take it out there, yeah. Not sure what Knuckle Dew was trying to do, but got hit.
Yeah, full meter for Knuckle Dew, and we really have seen a lot of the evasiveness of Infiltration so far be a problem for Knuckle Dew. Hasn't been able to really pin him down and get the mix-ups he wants. That fierce buffer is something that we talked about in the last match that he does quite a bit. This one hurts. Wheel kick, forward heavy bunch, heavy kick. He was ready. Takes the level. He's going to build up some more meter at the end of this and beat the kill. Clean round for Knuckle Dew.
Both players there with some pretty big call-outs on each other. One, you're going to reset for a command throw. The other, you're going to uppercut. Both of them with the right reads at the right time.
Yeah, and I like the late rise too because, that whip punish was good from Knuckle Dew. Spends 2 bars, carries to the corner. No command throw that time.
Waiting patiently. And went for the command throw that time. Probably in response to last time, Infiltration not hitting any buttons.
The jump, wow, stuffed it. Swinging.
Regular throw.
Yeah, and Knuckle Dew just waiting for a jump, waiting for that activation, and Infiltration finds it.
All right, almost time for V. Oops! That was he meant to do something else, obviously, and the trade kind of messed him up, and negative edge or something. Not quite enough to kill just yet. Backdash is a throw, raw activation, yeah.
You have to watch. If he tries to throw a fireball, Infiltration could EX flip right through it.
Building up all those Fuhajins.
Yeah, throwing them on the floor so he can't rush punch, but that's exactly what he does.
Wow, but the second hit missed. And so Infiltration falls out of it. So just a little too far for that G combo.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because of that, was not ready for that scramble situation afterwards where Infiltration is very strong, right, in those kinds of moments. And back to character select. It should be a stage select here. I think that's what Infiltration asked for, actually. So, looks like we're going to go back, select another stage.
Yeah, I'm curious if Knuckle Dew will go for it. No character change. No character.
Yeah. I think his plan would have been to stick with G anyway. It was just to see what stage they ended up on. I saw Infiltration tweeting about that yesterday, saying stuff about stages and preferring certain ones for tournament. But also, like, the counter rebuttal that, like, all the stages kind of are the same.
All the tests have kind of proven negative on that, so.
Yeah. Who knows? It's a comfort thing, and if Knuckle Dew doesn't mind, stage selected is. Has not challenged after blocking the store from Jury so far.
Okay. Gets the jump in, a raw jump in, so you can see good chunk of damage. This time, non-desperation uppercut situation. Lands that EX pinwheel.
No whip punish. Knuckle do a little late. Walk under. He's tall though.
Yeah, so he has to deal with the mix-up, and now he's in the corner. But he's got that V-trigger all lined up, ready to go. You see the activation, tries to jump over. Gonna be able to block in time. That dash punch recovers faster than you think it's going to.
Reversal. I like that choice.
Yeah, doesn't want to deal with that mix-up. Doesn't want to deal with the pressure. Oh no, gets clipped this time.
Uppercuts all over the place, the buffer from Knuckle Do.
Wake up jab.
Oh, baits the
yeah.
throw. Not the kill. The overhead's blocked. Plus on this activation, so Knuckle Do has to
And
respect
now
it.
one throw can do it. One throw can do it. Oh!
Got to be careful too about jumping because V-skill from Jury is pretty good at dealing with that. You try to jump the fireball.
Oh, caught the back dash! Read the back dash.
Yeah, and in that position, there's not a lot of really great options. Smart of infiltration. Knowing that was going to come out. Punish. Yeah, that looked like a punish on the level up action from Knuckle Do.
No anti-airs from Knuckle Do as well.
Yeah, I think infiltration is hard to deal with, right? Because of the dashing, the jumping. Yeah, exactly. Again, just jumps out on wake up.
And a jump in from Infil right there. Gets over the fireball. Yep, just like you said, using that as anti-air. This time gets the anti-air and light punch working.
Yeah, and already you can tell that Knuckle Do is just having trouble pinning infiltration down to force even the command thrower strike. Mix up trade.
Yeah, try trade. I think he tried to juggle again with another dash punch, but missed it. Missed the input. There we go, the anti-air.
Oh, that could have been the kill, but
Yeah.
with the chance.
Activation, what's the mix-up? Tried to chase his own backdash. Where you going? The regular throw from Knuckle Do, gonna take that round.
Yeah, and I gotta be honest, at the end of that there, it felt like Knuckle Do was chasing really hard and infiltration was looking pretty solid. That's a punish. So I think Knuckle Do maybe got to settle a bit here.
Yeah, like you said, infiltration kind of had that kill situation.
Yeah, it's really the mistake of infiltration. That's why Knuckle Do is live in this game. The crush.
Yep, the juggle, the stun. Not enough meter for a critical art combo here, so how does he do this?
The reset. That's the kill probably. Yeah, the last
Didn't
hit.
even need to spend any meter.
Ton on that as Knuckle Do ties it up one apiece in a very shaky game. That should have been 2-0 infiltration, but a little bit of an error cost them. We get back into it here. Game 3. Dash up early. And V-skill is charged up. That's one of the better tools, the EOG Fireball. Most characters don't really have something that good for it.
Interesting thing is that, you know, we haven't seen, I mean, charging that up obviously means you can't charge the Presidentiality level that easily. But when she jumps back to charge up the Fuhajin, maybe an opportunity to charge up President level?
Yeah, you just have to be careful.
Ooh.
Oh, that jab buffer. Something we need to see a lot for sure because of how often infiltration dashes.
Too far, yeah. Okay, doesn't want to spend any more of the Fuhajin. Goes for the pinwheel at the end.
Nice heavy punch to anti-air.
Chase down, the back jump. But Knuckle Do right now is basically at activation. He can get a hit, all of a sudden it's going to be very scary. There's one. The command throw is always a threat.
Now, this is a scary spot. One guess.
Could be dead. One guess away.
Baits the uppercut, and man, oh man, G just shows up and ruins your day sometimes.
I 100% would have gotten hit by that. As soon as I saw him jump forward, I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
And then I saw the EX uppercut, and I was like, okay. Oh, wow. No jumps for you. We've seen a couple of times with Knuckle Do missing the command throw, being a little too far. So,
That light kick again from Knuckle Do takes the level.
Activation.
Yeah, use the V-skill for the side switch. Yeah, no cancel on the heavy kick. You can, while in V-trigger, go into the course looking forward heavy kick as well.
No activation. That's going to be a combo, and he's sitting on all that meter. Doesn't even need it at all.
Yeah, could have canceled it and said, nah, not even worth the trouble, as Knuckle Do 2 quick games there, and it really feels like the jab and light kick buffer shut down the movement of Infiltration, and he was a little bit more ready for the uppercuts and jumps as well, so really kind of adjusted, and now Infiltration on the back foot here.
Infiltration is one of those players that likes to dash around a lot with his characters. He likes characters with fast dashes, and so NuckleDu, by using that standing light punch to check and always buffering it into the EX, so that if he does dash into it, he starts that whole combo. But no character change. Infiltration, we've definitely seen him pull out some strange characters in clutch moments, but...
Yeah, even earlier with the Colleen, right?
Mm-hmm. But that didn't even work out for him. So he's gonna try one more time with Jury. He did win one game.
Raw dash punches. We haven't seen a lot of those from NuckleDu, actually. Oh, too far. Was looking for the block on the jab.
See, whenever NuckleDu throws the fireball against the neutral jump, it's just to lock Jury down with that. Oh, okay. Neutral jump to stop the raw punches, but that time was a standing heavy punch into it.
Yeah, that was pretty hard to get the combo after from NuckleDu. I think the V skill. Maybe had to go for the wheel kick instead. Oh, too far. Gets the low, then the command throw after. Goes for the setup.
Yep. Oh, too far for that.
Yeah, it's because of the trade.
Oh, delayed, but he didn't get the... But actually, still somehow going to come out on top there. He got the counter hit, standing medium punch, didn't get the combo afterwards. But NuckleDu is at match point.
Yeah, bit of a weird scramble, a lot of drops. I think it's the nature probably of, you know, these two players for sure.
Yep, that's
Dash
negative. The Fuhajin charge is negative, but safe. But he tried to hit a button. Wow, not too far away this time.
Yeah, this combo does a lot of damage too. No command throw that time. NuckleDu keeps it tight.
Okay, activates the EX to whiff punish, then gets the counter hit.
Yeah, sweep a little too far, so no cancel, and now...
Yeah, but NuckleDu just wants to block the fireball. Now I had the V trigger. Activate raw, gets you out of the air, has the meter. Is he gonna spend it?
No, wouldn't have killed there, so saving it for now. The whip.
Oh, he went for the shenanigans. Missed. That's not enough to punish. Chip is a danger.
Yeah.
Oh, especially now.
Yeah, not much you can do if you're Infiltration here. Yeah, that's gonna be that. He jumped, so the startup of it's gonna catch.
There it is. NuckleDu is victorious. I mean, wow. Because even, I'm trying to think, if Jury was still on the ground and he activated that super and Jury activated her super, she probably still would have lost and died, right?
Yeah, there's like very few counter critical arts or Veer that can deal with that situation from G, right? It's so good. It's one of the best at chipping out for that reason, is that even if you like Veer reversal, you swing and miss, and then the rest of the flame just take you. So
right, exactly.
It's a really tough situation to get out of, and I don't think at that point there was really much on the table for Infiltration. I think EX Flip probably would have still got hit by the tail end of the fire.
Exactly.
So. Yeah, and that moment is very smart of NuckleDu to do that, just to say, like, all right, I don't think there's any way out of this. Infiltration committed to the jump, obviously, already, so nice choice from him as he gets 3 pretty fast matches after a rough first game.
And that's NuckleDu, again, history kind of defeating Infiltration.
Yeah.
And so he repeats that here. NuckleDu's going to move on.
Yeah, so we're going to have Sako, obviously, on the other side, who dropped down by Nauman to being defeated. And Itabashi Zangief, it's going to be an interesting like kind of zoner grappler matchup. We see a lot of, I expect, in this one. So that's going to be interesting as well. And, you know, with the defeat of Infiltration, only NuckleDu left as a non-Japanese player in the top 8 in this bracket.
Yeah, and Sako and Itazan, of course, 2 of the longtime veterans, masters of fighting games, far and wide.
For
Sako, you know, being an amazing player and everything, even had a combo named after him in Vampire Savior that for a while he was the only one who could do.
Yeah.
Itazan, one of the strongest Virtua Fighter players on the planet, considered one of the like 4 or 5 true gods of Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first time I ever saw Itabashi was he came to Super Arcade for, like, the Sega Invitational for Virtua Fighter, and they didn't even practice at all. They played, like, a bunch of Street Fighter 4, then the tournament happened, and then Fudo and Itabashi 1 and 2. That's, like, all it was. Like, they didn't even play Virtua Fighter from what I saw. It was just, like, them playing all kinds of Street Fighter and still ended up, you know, 1 and 2 in that tournament. So it was very, very impressive. And, yeah, as you mentioned, too, just, like, really historied players, right? They've played so many different fighting games. They've had so many different big stages, right? Capcom Cups, EVOs. Both of them have been on those stages before, so really cool to see them here, obviously, at EVO Japan, top 8 losers side. And it's going to be, I expect, Manat Abigail.
Yeah.
Should be a fun matchup to watch. Just, you know, this is going to be a lot of, like, just watching Itabashi grind to get in, right? Just really struggling and trying to make it in there that one time, and then as soon as he gets hit, it's just fireworks.
It's terrifying as a Menat player. I want to say these two played each other at a Capcom Cup as well, because I remember thinking about that and having a match that Itabashi always just, once he got in, it was just like,
I think it was that one that Gachikun won where
that's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Because I remember Itabashi in that top 8, if I recollect, he had to play Justin as well.
Might have been the Justin match that I'm thinking of, actually.
Yeah, I think he had to play both in that tournament, to be honest. But yeah, either way, I know he played Justin, and that was a grind. It was like every match, Justin hit Fierce and crouching Fierce and jab 99 times. And then just that one low jump heavy kick from Abigail, and that's the end of the round.
They would not died.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just see her splattered on the ground. Abigail just dancing around.
Broom, broom.
Yeah, that's the matchup, though, and that's kind of the way he always kind of does it, no matter what his character is, whether it's Abigail or Zangief or whoever. And I don't expect to see any of these secondaries from Sako here. Like, I don't expect to see Kage, I don't expect to see Lucia or anything like that.
And there is a handshake right there. A handshake between two players with so many years of fighting games under their belt, so many hours of fighting games, so many number of fighting games under their belt.
Alrighty. Locked and loaded. And you know, Itabashi does not play the tire very often. He's really about the parry, I think, and that's the V skill he really represents a lot, as we see it here as well.
And he also really loves this costume too. And a lot of people say it's, you know, because when he activates trigger, it's harder to tell.
Yeah.
Because he goes from red to red.
It's pretty funny. Also, I think V skill 2 for Menat here. It's a V skill that's interesting. You don't see it a ton, but there are some good utility, I think, off of it. Maybe in this matchup, because no fireballs on the screen or whatever, he's just going to use the V skill for
Gives
setup.
him a combo ender, you know.
Yeah. Wow, this looks brutal so far. But this round could still be an Itabashi round, to be honest with you.
I mean, we just talked about this, right? Doing all this damage here and
didn't
there.
even combo.
But this should be able to finish it here.
Yeah, the perfect, and I think Itabashi a little too wily for his own good. He was like, you know what, I'm going forward. You're like, but what if he hits? No, forward. Okay.
Again, same kind of situation, just walking into buttons, has the anti-airs. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, the Soul Spark, it's very good for that reason, right? A spiral. The V skill 2 in situations like that, I think, are great. The build UV gauge.
That's the first damage that Itabashi has gotten.
Yeah, and it's not much. It's still swing, 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 jump, jump, jump.
Yeah, and there you see the use of that V skill too. You know, gives you those kind of ranges for activation that to pull the orb back that she doesn't normally have.
Yeah, and also build the V trigger as well. Yeah, the activation off of it.
Look at this, just going in for pressure right now.
That hurts, dude. That throw did a ton of damage. He's gonna get the second activation here.
Yeah.
Anti-air. Oh,
And
whip
the
her left,
orbs are
right.
still coming.
And that's that Itabashi Zangief. Back and down back, not his ally.
I mean, honestly, that match right there, Sako almost looked like he was playing Menat as a rushdown character.
Yeah.
You know, there was just attack, attack, attack constantly.
That mid-range is brutal for Abigail, but it's a little bit less brutal than he made it look. I think if you're Itabashi here, you got a little too wily in that first game.
Trying to parry something, getting a little too cute for his own good, maybe. Nice throw tech from Itabashi. Oh, what? The roundhouse to crush the poke.
Yeah, that move is really good against big bodies, as you can see. Yeah, abusing it, beats jumps.
It's a washing machine right now, just like spinning around.
Yeah. Gonna get the recall as well. Jumps out. This is big, but
The getting hit out of the air was crucial, though, because the air reset kind of threw off Itabashi's timing. But guess what? You are in the corner, and here we go. This could be the end of everything.
yeah, close to stun. Oh, the command grab. That's that. Look, you felt bad for Itabashi last game, but now just look at what happens when he gets the hit.
That is what happens. That was played out exactly as we talked about before the match started. Oh, again, swinging away with that standing heavy kick. Oh, God, that's so good.
It's really giving Itabashi a lot of trouble. It gives horizontal range in that into the recall that is really tough for him to deal with. He needs to like swing into it to be, yeah, like that with the jab, right? He needs to jab. Not easy to do. Wow, I can't believe that.
Good range. Caught it, connected, and is trying to take him all the way to the corner now. Gets in with the giant flip. Not this time. Confirmed off of the...
Wow, he got the jump fierce? Is that because Abigail's tall? Oh, big jump, V-trigger.
Activation. Okay, okay. Let me gather myself here after that Sako. Oh, punched out of the air. Gets the hit again.
Oh, he got him.
Out of the air, and let's do a little dance. This is gonna kill. It is.
Yeah, I think Itabashi, he committed to the medium punch, it looked like there, and he was just ready for it. You see the little smile. He's like, oh, man.
He's like, I jumped. I can't believe I didn't make it over. And you get that nice little pushback off of that V-skill, too, which is nice. Build a little space.
Yeah, mostly he's just looking for the recall after, right? Because, you know, you don't want to really commit to too much. Oh, that sweep was unsafe.
Okay, got in with the giant flip, but then just a jump back away. Even confirms the sweep afterwards.
Yeah, and that jump right there has been something that's a problem. Yeah, but it's orbed heavy kick, so not a big punish.
Goes for the meaty setup. Sako challenging.
Yeah, super safe. Didn't even go in there.
Gonna maybe spiral in there into orbs. No. Oh, just
Orbs out.
Orbs. Gonna be able to confirm off of it. And Sako going up 2-0. But remember, that's what he did on the winner's side, and he still lost to Nauman. He definitely cannot rest right now.
Yeah, you see the stress on his face too. I mean, he knows he's up against a character and a player who really succeed with the gamble, right? That's just something that they have available. So, like, if you're fighting Abigail, you're fighting Itabashi here, you cannot be too confident, right? One jump, one decision he makes correct could just be the end of the round. As we see that sweep in an early crush and a Sako in trouble. Well, backdash, throw works.
Okay, has the anti-air ready, and there you go. Always using that spiral for the recall. Oh, pushing buttons.
All right, yeah, form out, looks for the overhead, still has a meaty with the medium punch after, which is plus.
Nice non-quick rise from Itabashi, but it's not working out anyway. Close to stun, that's gonna do it. Sako is gonna be at match point, sitting not only on match point, but all of that critical art meter as well.
That's huge in a matchup like this. I mean, we saw him use that critical art earlier to get out of there, which is really big. Sweep, yeah, tough to punish in that range.
Yeah, that light punch is probably the best that Itabashi's gonna get.
Takes the sweep as well, and
throwing out those EX fireballs, trying to cover that space, and doesn't go as far as the normal heavy orb.
man, Itabashi's almost stunned. He's got to be careful.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
why he's trying to keep him blocking all of these orbs. He doesn't want to let him get away with that, but now stun is no longer a threat, but he has lost so much life. But we've seen the kind of comeback Abigail can do. Oh,
Oh, missed. He's going to get the jump in, though.
Whoa! I switch sides. Oh, boy.
Oh, overhead block
Nice
punish.
block on the overhead. He should be able to get a ton of damage off of this. Is it enough? It is! Sako has eliminated Itabashi Zangief 3 games in a row and moves on the loser's side.
Yeah, and it's just extremely methodical and well thought out play. I love the V-Skill 2 picked in that matchup to really shut down him moving in with back fierce or giant flip or anything like that. He didn't have a chance. And if you want to beat V-Skill 2, if you want to beat the spark or the spiral, you have to hit a button.
Yes.
If you hit a button and he hits fierce or he hits roundhouse or he hits anything like that, you lose. So in those moments, like, he constantly had to make guesses of like, should I hit a button to stuff the drill? And it was too late every single time. So I think that in a matchup like that, it's very useful. And you saw Sako just completely dominate from round start to round end almost every single time.
And I'll be the first one to admit, I haven't seen a lot of V-Skill 2 usage from Manat. And seeing it the way that Sako had it there, the ability to get the recall from distances that she wasn't normally able to get it was such a powerful thing to have.
The big thing about it is you have a hitbox moving forward.
Right.
Yeah, and it covers horizontal distance where normally when the orb recalls, like you throw heavy or medium orb, it has to come across the screen. It has travel time and stuff, right? So it allows her to meet you there and just get that point blank situation. So I think very good, especially against big body characters or characters who have to approach you that don't have a fireball, don't have something to contest.
And it also puts her right next to you with the orb recall, so she has advantage advantage, you have to deal with the kind of a mix-up afterwards. So
Yeah.
really, really well done played by Sako.
As we move into our top 4 of the tournament, we're going to take a look at the bracket here, but we've just been cruising right along. Matches have been fast, really fun so far as we see Nowman versus Mongo. That's going to be our next match, the winners finals, and we'll jump down after to the semifinals with Knuckle Sako. Big age gap there, obviously, between them two. Should be a good one. So, yeah, a lot of really fun matches potentially up ahead. I mean, we could see that match that we saw over at, I think it was NA Regional Finals. Knuckle and Sako played there, a matchup where we saw kind of Knuckle play more G, and that's sort of where he made the transition. And then Nowman probably going to be Sakura, as we've seen the whole day against Mago, who could go Karen, who could go Cammy. We'll see what he picks up there. Chun-Li, another blind pick, it seems like.
Yeah, and I'm curious. I mean, that's an interesting one because Nauman, I mean, does he have another character besides Sakura?
I'm trying to remember. He played somebody before, maybe like Ibuki or something. I remember seeing one other character, but I don't know who it was. I don't remember these days.
But Mago kind of maintaining a little bit of that September all the way here in January.
Yeah, he's just he's a world-class player for a reason as he locks into Karen here. I like this choice.
Interesting. Okay, go back. This is the first Karen that we've seen in top 8 that I've seen on stream all weekend long, personally.
Yeah, I like this Karen pick because I think she has the ability to contest on the ground and just crouching medium kick and fire away these big buttons and contest with Sakura, who usually is a really, really solid character. She just walks around, stand light kick, buffers fierce. You know, the roundhouse as well to get the crush. So I think this is a good choice if you're Mago to kind of bully, and her damage on the ground from her hits, like her crouching medium kick versus Sakura, it's a big difference between the kind of firepower available between these two characters.
Obviously, Karen, one of those characters that did lose a lot of little things during the course of the transition between Season 4 and Season 3. Still, I think, a strong character.
Oh, yeah. Very good in this version still, I think.
Yeah, and again, I personally think I've been very pleased with the patches for the past 2 seasons. I feel like they've done a very good job here. So, obviously, Karen still strong enough for Mago to bust out here in winners finals of Street Fighter V here at EVO 2020. Let's go!
As we jump into it here, notice just like the big difference on the ground between these two characters. For Sakura, it's that light kick buffer, and for Mago, he has these big crouching medium kick confirms, medium punch, fierce. He just got these big buttons. Oh, misfire there, didn't have the combo.
Oh, there's that stand light kick buffer into Shoken.
Yeah, and she gets pressure after it, but compared to Karen, not quite as much usually. Oh, look for the fireball.
It's such a good button, though. Far-reaching, fast, bufferable like that. Oh, wow! The standing medium punch. That might have been the priority system, although I didn't see a counter hit show up.
Yeah, I think the light kick just missed, and Mago was buffering from way downtown. The uppercut dash up for pressure. Yeah, using that V-trigger to kind of chip Mago down. I like that off.
Oh, kind of changing the timing of the jump with that Tatsu. Throwing Mago off a little bit, but Mago just getting the walk-up throw.
Yeah, and he wins in one hit here. That's what's so scary about it.
Oh, trying to do her own standing light kick buffer.
Yeah, that is a really good buffer. Man, that's a huge drop from Mago.
Because that's the classic Karen right there. Oh, he's in. What the heck was that?
Maybe, or V reversal, I don't know, but it's a big drop. Mago with meter, you can't throw those fireballs because of EX Tenko.
Man, it's just one hit from both of them.
Scary. It was a recovery of roundhouse, so Mago wasn't ready for anything.
The dash-up throw from Nauman.
Yeah, from that far away, too, you're like, okay, I don't want to hit a button. I don't want to get beat by standing light kick, and then just suddenly dash throw. Sakura's dash is very fast.
Oh, there we go. There's that nice little confirm off of with the new V skill.
Yeah, you just snap out the fierce. Input V skill. If it hits, you just come out. Just combos. Stand light kick does not go for the auto media after with the medium punch.
No, wow, crouching medium punch?
I think probably trying to uppercut, EX uppercut.
Yeah, something. That was a interesting execution error right there. And Nauman is just gonna blow through Karen just like that.
Yeah, I think Mago did he tried to do quarter circle back plus medium punch or medium punch, light punch to get EX uppercut, and he just got down.
Hit it too early, hit the buttons too early, and ended up whiffing. And yeah, he's just sitting there going,
A lot of drops. I have to expect that it's switching back and forth characters and stuff, right? Just maybe the muscle memory, the situation got kind of the better of him, so Mago has to think about it here. I wonder if just because of all those drops he goes back to Cammy, who he looks so much more comfortable on.
Yeah, he did really well with her earlier, but no.
sticking with Karen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Just some weird, I think, execution errors that come with the territory of switching around sometimes. Yeah, you see him kind of dialing in the combos right there. He's like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Let's take it to the bathhouse here. Again, that confirm off the crush.
Yeah, a lot of V-gauge on that because, oh! Yeah, that's a meaty after that stand line kick whiff. Baits the throw.
This
Tatsu
is
for the
not
side switch.
looking good for Mago.
Tatsu uppercut and a perfect for now, man. Easy, easy. Yeah, that she hurts, man. When she gets that back fierce into the EX fireball.
I mean, I know. It feels like it's April here in Japan because I'm seeing a lot of Sakura here right now.
Wow. Now, man, he's making it work. Got to be careful on that fierce, though. I think the whiff against Mago. Yeah, that one, I don't know about whiffing it all the time. Oh, no.
Ooh, okay. Oh, again, that standing medium punch. Nice buffer for Mago. This is the most, Mago's been able to get in a round so far. She confirmed off of that standing light kick. Tried to get the V reversal.
Yeah, he's just buffering stand light kick and a fireball from range. It's very, very good in this V trigger.
Yep, right there. Every time you see that light kick whiff.
Dash a little delay, low
There
medium
we
kick
go.
confirm.
Mago gets the confirm that time, gets the cross up, and then a counter hit afterwards, which might have, okay.
Not enough. And the delayed crouching light kick now, man, goes up 2-0 in winners finals.
Steven, are we gonna see a Sakura in grand finals here at EVO Japan 2020? Can Nauman do this?
And you know, with that look on Mago's face, I am worried. He looks like he is struggling up there. So many weird drops and misses on this character. And I have to wonder, if switching around is really causing him issues or something, because Mago has had a lot of real rough ones so far. Just hitting low medium kicks into nothing, hitting crouching medium punch, wait, nothing. Hitting counter hit crouching medium punch, nothing. And that is a bad, bad drop to have as he switches back to Kami.
I'm trying to figure out right now if Nauman can get to grand finals. I expect Callisto to explode in the back.
Production, yeah, he's a big fan of Sakura, obviously. I'm sure as we speak, he's like, Sakura's not that good. All right, here's the thing. If she does this, I mean, that's why we're excited to see her here. She's not a super powerful character. She can get the job done in the right hands, and that's what we see from Nauman here.
Ooh, starting right away with that standing heavy kick.
Yeah, one thing you're going to see here is the air approach being a much bigger threat.
Oh, did he think he had the other V-skill?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, no cancel to the uppercut from Nauman. Should have been medium DP.
Okay, gets the hit out of the air, and here we go. Time for the Kami pressure in the corner. Gotta hold that. Yep. Nope.
Yeah, with the pressure.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, with that big of a lead and that big of a positioning, I think Mago choosing to just keep it safe with the jump in instead. And Nauman, he's in trouble in the corner position of Sakura there.
There's the stand light kick buffer.
EX Tatsu, safe on blocks though. Not much Mago can really do after punish.
I think he was trying to do the whip OS, was a little too close. Wasn't expecting that heavy punch to actually reach at that range. Activation, side switch, EX. Gets good damage here in time for the... Oh, too late on that uppercut. Maybe should have went for a medium or a light one instead.
Oh, and the EX uppercut.
Oh, the desperation uppercut worked.
Yeah, no meter for Nauman though, so he doesn't have a lot of good anti-air options against jump dive kick.
And Mago is going to want to try to block some moves right now. Build that meter. Oh my!
Does it again, but you can't get hit on the ground. Not enough.
V-trigger. Oh, he's not going to have the opportunity to use the second V-trigger that round. Nauman is at match point.
Yeah, and I mean, he was like so stable there. I think with having the fireballs available and everything, Mago just didn't expect the overhead. No anti-air. Oh, that's a big challenge with that crouching jab. A little too far, but gets the hit. Mago in a bad spot. Baits the uppercut, gets the throw.
Oh, he went for another. Actually, he hit a button, he got counter hit. And speaking of counter hit, the crush counter. This is where Mago won last time. Back throw, not enough to stun. He wants that one more hit, and then you see Nauman says, no, I'm out of here. And here comes my activation. Big damage on this one, all the way to the corner.
Oh, that should be the kill. Tatsu V skill. Nauman Sakura. Grand final. finals winner side here at EVO Japan. And this is B-Skill and B-Trigger switch to handle that matchup as he moves on. Sakura?
And you see from now, man, he's like, I'm excited. No, wait, it's not done yet, but I'm excited.
Yeah, he's in such a great spot. Congratulations to him for making it this far. Mago dropping down to that losers finals here. He'll play the winner of our next match, which is going to be a really, really fun one as well. NuckleDu versus Sako. And what I'm excited for is, does Sako try another character against G from NuckleDu if that's the matchup we see? Is there another blind pick on this stage? It seems like we've had blind picks all day because everybody plays so many different characters.
Except Nauman. He was doing Sakura. We had a blind pick anyway.
Yeah.
But there you go. Nauman. Man, I still can't get over this. This is what a run right now. This is so cool to see.
Yeah, and it's not like the first time a Sakura player has had like a really impressive. There's a lot of other really good Sakura players out there.
Kusanagi.
Yeah, and I was thinking of the Flaquito run.
Oh yes,
LCQ a few years ago as well, right? There's really strong Sakura players, but you just don't see her at like a stage like this.
Right,
so
EVO
often,
Japan, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this one is the 1,500 players here. And Nauman is in grand finals, waiting to see who's going to make it out. It's either going to be Mago trying to come back for some revenge, or, as we said, NuckleDu and Sako.
And Sako wants revenge too. That was the very first match we saw this top 8. We were like, Sako's up 2-0, domination. Can Sakura even get in? Like, you know, it was like a movie trailer. One character with no chances and a meter to spare. Starring. And I was like, man, this is a beatdown. So that's what I was worried about. We didn't see it as Nauman ran it back 3 straight. So NuckleDu's up against Sako here. Is there a blind pick? I see a judge on the stage. And I wonder if that's the situation we're going to be in here. Obviously, I think G versus Minot can be a bit tough. Weak punishes on the dash punches. Kind of weak once she gets knocked down, and her activation is rough for her as well. It's not a matchup I think she really loves to play, and defensively, it's brutal. So we're signing in and setting up here.
Fav Gaming Sako, you see sitting here ready to go. As you mentioned earlier, bit of an age difference here. We've got a veteran, but then one of the rising stars. I mean, seriously, he just came on the scene and really was so dominant so quickly.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is, like, you think about when NuckleDu got his first top 8 at EVO was like 2015, I think, or Street Fighter 4. But he had already been competing and traveling for like 3 years at that point, right? So it's like, that was 2015. That was 5 years ago. Since then, he's become the Capcom Cup champion. He's been an EVO finalist a few times as well. He's had such an impressive performance. And he's going
to be a father soon, too.
Yeah. He's like 23 now or something like that.
And I still remember that, too, at 2015 when he got eliminated. You know, I saw him walking off the stage, and I congratulated him. And I told him, I think you're one of the best in the world right now. And he was like, really? You think so? And you know what? He has definitely lived up to that. And oh, you said it.
Yeah.
You said it.
Okay, it is. I have to imagine NuckleDu, if there was a blind pick, went with G. If not, I think he's thinking about what character to play against Kage.
Maybe a Mika, maybe a
Guile.
G, Guile.
I don't know how much Guile he's playing in this version. Yeah.
I guess it wasn't a blind pick then. Maybe Sako just kind of accidentally gave away.
But now does he go to Minot because of Guile, right? Is my wondering about where we are. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Are they going to do the back and forth?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, we don't know, right?
And Kage, he is definitely one of the characters that got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
In this season update for season 5.
G. He's really thinking about this here. Can
it? Really?
I'm waiting now. I don't even want to know who he's going to pick until I just want to wait for him to lock in.
You don't believe until we see the versus screen.
Too much speculation at this point. All right. He's locked into Cammy here.
Is that the Jill costume right there?
Yeah, I think so. So locked in. I like this character choice too. NuckleDu's Cammy is very off speed, right? It's like off pitch. It's a very strange style of this character. A lot of dashing around, jumping, and dive kicking. He does not stay on the ground for a long time. He really likes whip punishing with drill too. That's something that you see a lot from this Cammy. fireball.
Going to the fireball game right away. Shakunets.
Yeah, you see that walk down pressure from Sako. He really likes to play up close with this character. He kind of bullies his way in and then finds those big hits.
Using that V skill one.
Yeah, we didn't see the dash
the
cancel.
counter hit, but he didn't get the confirm off of that. Might have hit the follow-up button a little too early. Activates off the crouch medium kick. Blocked. Here we go. Oh, no, it wasn't a counter hit. Nice jump back light punch.
Yeah, checking Sako on the ground now. Still has one bit of V-trigger left.
Oh, he got him. That's good damage right there and all the way into the corner, or towards the corner, I should say. Oh, boy. Damage. He doesn't quite have the meter for a critical art just yet.
He didn't spin any of the V-gauge as well. This is interesting, although getting close to having that demon.
Oh, he's got it! The confirm from Sako and takes round number 1.
Yeah, very excellently played, and that's one thing that you have in this. You can confirm in a demon off of like a medium kick or a fireball or anything like that. It's very, very useful. A lot of meter on though, so Knuckle Dude dancing around here. Ooh, snaps out the fierce, no punish.
All right, that's minus there. Wasn't fully charged, that V-skill. Throwing that fireball again. Just using it as a raw footsies tool. Oh, there's that whip OS. Oh, too far.
Yeah, medium tots, medium uppercut.
Oh, but not a counter. He went for the maximum damage. He was gonna just go for the uppercut into dive kick combination.
Yeah, and you saw Sako look for crouching jab. That's big. Yeah, takes the knockdown in the corner, front throw. Still, he's close to building demon again.
Oh, the raw, but too far to link afterwards.
Oh, he didn't even block it, so he doesn't have demon. Now he does.
Oh,
the crouch light kick buffer, Sako.
And Knuckle Dude was trying very hard there to find an activation point. He didn't want to go for the crouching heavy punch. You can tell he wanted something bigger. And so he went for the standing heavy punch, whiffed. Sako then gets the punish. Light kick into the V-trigger follow-up.
Yeah, so Knuckle Dude goes back here. I think not surprising. I don't know if you like the cut of that Kami versus like Kage jib. You know what I mean? He was like, don't know about that one. It looked a little rough. He just looked comfortable. He didn't really kind of struggle to deal with the dive kick so much. He got beat up on the ground. I think it's probably time for a switch, and the buttons probably tell me there is a switch coming.
Is it going to be Guile or is it going to be G?
The last time I saw him switch buttons, I don't remember what the button he switched was, but he went to Mika.
Yeah, he went to Mika when he did the 3 punches, yeah.
So, like, that time, I don't even know what button he switched. I didn't see it in time, but Guile it is.
Guile it is.
This is what I expected in the first match.
Right.
Let's go.
Might be able to do a little bit better zoning out Kage.
Yeah.
Keep up with the fireball game maybe a little bit more.
I think Kage has improved in this version, but I also think Guile is great. He's a really solid character. We see V-Trigger and V-Skill 1 from Knuckle Dude in this matchup.
Yeah, not going with the new V-Skill, the little hopping Sonic Boom, which, I mean, looks really powerful when you see like highlights of it and stuff like that, but very negative if you block it close up.
Yeah, I think it is very good. As we see the V-Skill 2, obviously from Sako now, switches to V-Skill himself.
Yep, can get over the Sonic Booms with that.
It's also a good throw bait. Very useful. Yeah, I mean, that baited the flash kick. Back throw. And Knuckle Dude's Guile is so fearless, right? That's one thing you always see about him as a playstyle. Walks up.
Just like that, but Sako walking backward just a little bit to build the range, so that's Knuckle Dude whip that throw. Not this time, however.
Oh, throw the little boom, the baby boom.
Yep.
And yeah, he tried to chip right there. He missed the critical art. Yeah, Sako knew it. He didn't have a lot of room to wiggle. And also no meter spin from Knuckle Dude, which is a really, really useful spot for him, even though it was an accident.
Takes that first round pretty quickly. Oh, what an autocorrect. And then the delay on the crouching medium punch. Getting him to hit all the way to the corner, throw, close to stun. One more mix-up.
Oh, that's the dizzy off the throw. That's the round for Sako.
Probably won't even need to spend any meter. Sako.
Light kick and a light DP too for the finisher. He's like, let me just be a little stylish. Don't do the regular combo. Oh, see the crouching heavy punch that time, actually. He adjusted to the air fireball. Delay, switched up the timing, but...
Counter after even getting hit by the light punch. Still went after more buttons. What a whip punish!
Yeah, Sako with the sweep. That button's great. Does not spend critical art off the crush.
Always gonna get the punch there.
Cross cut again, and now he's in the corner.
Yeah. Kind of a bad decision from NuckleDu right there for the cross substitute, but he got the counter hit on that.
Yeah, too far for the critical art, I think, off the cancel, but
Ow!
That was a great block on that upside down kick. Sweep activate, Demon available.
Oh,
He flash kick. Yeah, he got out of there and missed. And meter spent. That's the kill.
He just ate the jump. Was he dashing? I missed it.
Yeah, he dashed in after the fireball.
Okay.
Jump roundhouse connected. That's a clean one there from NuckleDu. I mean, he committed to the flash kick, and the roundhouse whiff into the Demon is what he was trying. It was kind of like they both ended up neutral afterwards, right? He just flash kicked out, Demon whiff. They both ended up full screen, which is great, I think, there for NuckleDu to spend 1 bar for trading Demon, as I think now we see Manat from Sako.
But it was interesting because Sako was probably thinking, he's like, no way he's going to suspect this right away. So fast. I've got this Demon. And then NuckleDu just had the EX flash kick. I mean, would have beat the meaty, would have beat a throw, would have beat the escape the Demon.
Yeah, we see the switch to Manat. Good matchup choice here for Sako.
Definitely not going to see the V-Skill 2 this time, though, from Manat. Actually?
No, it's V-Trigger.
No, it's V-Trigger.
But we do see V-Skill 2 from NuckleDu. The reason I think is because you can use it to jump over the medium orb toss, I think, from Manat there. So that's something useful to have, or she's going to go for a reflect. Dashing up. You see, he's got to get in early with Guile. You don't want to give space.
That was close, but you see Manat, her 3-frame button has no range.
Yeah, and in general, her punishes are kind of weak in situations like that. Clips, sweep. No, he just goes for the second. Boom!
Oh, fake the throw. All right, let's see what he gets here. The reset, and there it is. Big damage off of this stun combo because it was a single hit into the stun.
Yeah, NuckleDu Guile, really offensive a lot of the time, so I think in a matchup like this, he knows how to get in early. Clashes.
There you go, yep. You see both of why they're picking the B skills right now, back to back. Counter hit. Good decision. Wow, I had the the reaction to get the drill.
Yeah, I mean, because you have down charge while you do V-Skill. You don't lose charge during it. It's what makes it so powerful. Recovery's not that much, even on whiff.
Nice forward throw, walk up forward throw from NuckleDu.
Checks the dash. I mean, he dashed last time in the same situation. Side switch here.
Oh, yeah, doesn't care what side you end up on.
I like the backdoor from Sako as well.
Knew that Guile was minus, so he took advantage of his turn with the throw, but here we go, activate.
Gotta be careful. Sako has critical art as well. He can critical art through a boom if he's close enough. Jump in. Neutral jump!
Oh, no! And Sako, that neutral jump, the shimmy, all those things, it's that space of not blocking. You're in your brain, you're like, well, if I'm not blocking, that must mean they're going for the throw.
Yeah. Too much on the mental stack, man. He's dashing, he's jumping, he's V-skilling in. There's like all these 4 options that NuckleDu has available to himself. To check and stop and, you know, duck and dive away from all of them is very, very difficult. And you see Sako just couldn't slow it down. Back to character select again.
As we mentioned earlier, NuckleDu, the final non-Japanese player here in this tournament. 4 players left.
Yeah, and last year in this kind of same position was Punk, right? He was pretty far in this tournament. Couldn't stop the Japan versus Japan finals. Obviously, it was Mochi versus Fudo. Yeah, it goes back to V-Trigger 1. I think a good choice. While you have V-Trigger 1 activated as Manat, you can walk forward and do Orb Release to check Guile if he tries to release a boom or something like that, and also still anti-air with Crouching Fear. So I think it gives you a little bit more control than having V-Trigger 2, which just kind of shuts down the screen horizontally.
Round 1. The NuckleDu right now with the lead. Up 2-1 over Sako. Yep, the trade right there, but Manat's going to win off of that trade. It's not one that you're going to want to keep doing if you're Guile.
See, one thing about NuckleDu here is he does not have V-Skill 1, so when he sits past the orb, he can't V-Skill 1 and then boom, right? That's something that normally Guile does in this matchup. Walks back, looks for the low.
Oh, what a drill to get away from that. That was so good.
Yeah, you had a drill, right? It was going to land on the boom.
There you see it, going over the orb, chasing down, jumps backwards over the orb, yeah. Look at this, NuckleDu, like 3 or 4 jumps in a row. Mistimed that reflect.
Yeah, he's throwing slow boom, fast boom, trying to throw out the timing. EX anti-air.
He's skilled to activate, and here's that V-trigger number 1. That
Yeah,
Sako's
release.
so good at. Yep, the anti-air even off of the block. Wow. Winning the air-to-air backdash orb release that time. Those can only hit you out of the air.
Yeah, not really worried too much. The reflect orb release. A recall, he gets it back. EX fireball, try to back him up. The anti-air.
Great. Oh, but he's going to get the hit on that. There you go. NuckleDu tried something when he landed from getting air reset. Got caught by the orb, and that's going to give Sako that round. Sako trying to tie it up. 2-2.
Yeah, have to jump back. If the V-skill hits late like that, it can be plus. Yeah, has to respect it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, orb recall is tough to hit a button against. Oh, ducked and punished.
Switch sides. Sako in full control right now. Now has the meter. Next hit will take Sako to the final game. That should do it right there.
A lot of hits before.
It is. It's good scaling, so probably.
Yeah.
Man, I almost heard like that soundbite gasp from the audience right there. Woo!
Man, if he has V-skill 1, this is where he puts V-skill 1 out.
Yep.
This is one of the things about Guile not having anything here.
What do you do?
Yeah, there's
What
not, I
do
mean,
you do?
like, he's not doing this. He just doesn't have a lot of options. That
Yep.
orb is check. Every single time it's out like that. Oh, that's rough, yeah. Yeah, what are you gonna do? NuckleDu knows it, the laugh. He's like, all right, well.
Minato wins.
I got to imagine now that we've made it through all the hula hoops to get to 2-2. There might be another character switch to G.
G, back to G.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to want to play Guile here. Yep. You see that? You stop hearing the music? That's when you know it's time. It's like, okay, no more music.
Silence. It's interesting. A lot of the characters have had little minor health buffs. We've seen that kind of play out a lot so far this top 8. A lot of people. I'm like, it's also throwing off my. You know
Is
what?
it gonna- look, James.
It's always been off. Who am I
James,
kidding?
are you telling me the health buff is the reason you don't know if it's going to kill or not?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Ah.
That's exactly what it is.
I see. Hovering Mika here. I think also a fine choice. Both of Mika and G, I think, are good in this matchup. So I think a totally fine choice for
Yep.
NuckleDu as well.
And this is the power of NuckleDu. He can throw so many different looks at you.
Yeah.
And the hope of this is obviously once Mika knocks it down, it's so terrifying, especially for a character like Manat who has literally nothing except for a 3-frame button that has very, very little range.
Yeah. One thing we'll see is that NuckleDu does crouching jab into standing medium punch and stuff, and if Sako tries to challenge that, it's something that he did the other day, and Momochi was ready for it. Yeah, right there. Challenge after crouching jab.
Ooh. Yep, try to go up for the command throw. Sako was ready for it. Got out of there.
Yeah, spikes the mic. He's got V-trigger now, which that's why he tried to crouching fierce. He was looking for the activation. Sako backdashes.
Oh, yep, no jumps for you.
Yeah, and he takes V-skill 2 now, so Sako wants that to get behind the orbs. Situations like
Yep.
this.
Not too far. I mean, sorry, that was too far. He's in. Oh, but this is huge. Here
missed
it
the meeting.
goes.
Oh my, I cannot believe he didn't EX Giant Swing after the forward heavy punch. That would have been the round. Instead, Sako now on set point.
Yeah, definitely a situation where Sako said, you know what, you're going to try to feign this, so I'm just going to be patient here.
Double dash Brimstone. He got the jump, but he jumps again.
Okay, here we go. Brimstone. Sako, match point. Regular throw for NuckleDu. Counter hit, too far away.
Yeah, but he's got to expect the jump now. That's why he goes for the drop kick. He jumped like 5 times. EX Brimstone, dash up for pressure.
This is what we were talking about. This is what Armika can do.
Breaks the throw. Now NuckleDu backing off. He's just going to try to go for that standing medium kick.
Doesn't even have the meter for a V reversal yet. Gotta watch out. A single hit from Sako can do a ton of damage, and there it is. Activates the V reversal. Tries to jump in. Great reaction from Sako.
Back throw. He's about to have Nadeshko, though. After he blocks this, probably.
Sako. There it is. The Nadeshko's ready. But now the fourth, though. Look at this. Sako. Yep. Going to use the Nadeshko to get in.
Oh, the giant swing. Final game, final round between these two. But a lot of meter on the side of Sako. That means his EX anti-airs are very, very useful here. They're going to add up.
Oh, boy. Big damage.
Fierce. This could be the round already. Dashes in.
That one bar.
That's
staying in the front.
Of course, he had to.
Get off of me.
Not quite. So Knuckle D needs a block here to build V-Trigger. Oh, or get hit.
Either way works.
Nadeshko available.
Oh, trade. Gets the hit, but no confirm.
Nadeshko splash. Doesn't combo. That's a punish. Activates. Knuckle Dude's in a bad spot here, actually. Next hit will kill him. Oh, throw. Sako's moving on to losers finals over Knuckle Dude. Sends him out of the tournament in 4th place.
A great job to Knuckle Dude here. I mean, coming, of course, from the United States, one of the few representatives from the U.S. making it all the way to number 4 here. But Sako is the one that's going to be moving on, going up against Mago.
Yeah, that's going to be a great one, obviously, right? Both of them sent down here by now, man. So, like, it's like the battle of who is going to get their revenge, which is going to be really fun to see here, of course. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying EVO Japan 2020. We're going to take one short break, and we'll come back with our losers finals and grand finals of Street Fighter V here at Evolution. Stay tuned, everybody, and we'll see you in just a little bit.
Chemical catalyst rattling, ever hazardous. Subdued by all my memories, but never been a pacifist. So quick to put up the fist. It's hard to resist, but I just might lose control. So shoot, and I never do miss. I gotta take risk if I wanna have it all. So let go of the poison, the venom. I'm sinning. The voices are spinning with the visions all written. Got the pictures of my prophecy. Develop my philosophy. Woke up in the morning, told the world to get back off of me. Yeah, and still the nightmares creeping up at night. I'm a fragment in the mirror, seeing black and white. Like who is me and who is gonna take me over? My soul is my soul in the eyes of the beholder. Yeah, and now there's darkness in the chaos. Try to see the light, hope the positives will pay off. Ain't no time for stressing when the time is of this essence. Take these 2 fists and swing them back into your direction. Woo! Cause that's the way I got it. And don't the sound of doom always sound so melodic. Looking to the future, know the end is coming near. Even though I'm standing tall in the face of all this fear. Clear, busy serving life like a sentence. Gotta stay strong, that's the reason I'm so vicious. A barking dog, take it all, never fall. You ringing for the champ, then I'm the one who get the call. So let me tell you a little something about this life. You can commit to the game and you can commit to fight. But the thing is that with every passing of the night, nobody actually makes it out of this world alive. So what you gotta do is put your powers to the test. Time is passing, so you better swing your time the best. So who you gonna be when the Reaper come knocking? Actions speak louder than words, so stop talking. Yeah, so watch me break out of this cage. I fight now, I won't change. Yeah, and it's the passing of the days. So get back and just get up out my way. Yeah, so watch me break out of this cage. I fight now, I won't change. Yeah, and it's the passing of the days. So get back and just get up out my way. Woo! Chemical catalyst rattling, ever hazardous. Subdued by all my memories, but never been a pacifist. So quick to put up the fist. It's hard to resist, but I just might lose control. So shoot, and I never do miss. I gotta take risk if I wanna have it all. So let go of the poison, the venom. I'm sinning. The voices are spinning with the visions all written. Got the pictures of my prophecy. Develop my philosophy. Woke up in the morning, told the world to get back off of me. Yeah, and still the nightmares creeping up at night. I'm a fragment in the mirror, seeing black and white. Like who is me and who is gonna take me over? My soul is my soul in the eyes of the beholder. Yeah, and now there's darkness in the chaos. Try to see the light, hope the positives will pay off. Ain't no time for stressing when the time is of this essence. Take these 2 fists and swing them back into your direction. Woo! Cause that's the way I got it. And don't the sound of doom always sound so melodic. Looking to the future, know the end is coming near. Even though I'm standing tall in the face of all this fear. Clear, busy serving life like a sentence. Gotta stay strong, that's the reason I'm so vicious. A barking dog, take it all, never fall. You ringing for the champ, then I'm the one who
with every passing of the night. Nobody actually makes it out of this world alive. So what you gotta do is put your powers to the test. Time is passing, so you better spend your time the best. So who you gonna be when the Reaper come knocking? Actions speak louder than words, so stop talking. So watch me break out of this cage. I fight now, one chase. Yeah, and it's the passing of the days. So get back and just get up out my way. So watch me break out of this cage. I fight now, one chase. Yeah, and it's the passing of the days. So get back and just get up out my way. Chemical catalyst rattling, never hazardous. Subdued by all my memories, but never been a pacifist. So quick to put up the wrist. It's hard to resist, but I just might lose control. So shoot, and I never do miss. I gotta take risk if I wanna have it all. So let go of the poison, the venom. I'm sending the voices are spinning with the visions all written. Got the pictures of my prophecy, develop my philosophy. Woke up in the morning, told the world to get back off of me. Yeah, and still the nightmares creeping up at night.
Howdy, everybody. Welcome back to EVO Japan 2020. We've got our losers of finals coming up next. Mago versus Sako. Both players have lost to the man in the winner's side grand finals for now, men. So this is just a battle to see who's going to get a second chance in that bracket. I'm excited for that, especially since, to be honest, in the last match, we saw Sako very clutch in that matchup against NuckleDude, but I think Mago very shaky in that match in the winner's final. So we'll see if he composes here. I like him back on Cammy. That's the character that's looked the most comfortable so far. He struts across the stage for a handshake there. He was leaning back in that chair, by the way. During the break, he was horizontal on the stage. He was like, I'm going to just chill, lay down.
The audience saw him. They all just started cheering for him.
Yeah, because he's just hanging out on the stage like, all right, I'm hanging out. I'm enjoying this. Winner of this place now.
There is a man who is enjoying life right now.
Oh, yeah. He's always got a really cozy-looking sweater on, too.
I know, right?
I kind of like his style as he locks in here to Cammy. Obviously, skill to V-Trigger 1, which is what we've seen so much from everybody who's been really playing Cammy this week, and we saw for Powell a lot, too. Cool to see. You get excited here as Adu does the in-house. Like yelling for the Japanese crowd's loving it. V-Skill 1 every single time. A little punish on the dive kick to start. It's going to be important to see how Mago's air approach really throws off Sako.
Whoa, okay, let's just go in with a drill. Catch Sako walking back and forward. Caught him in the forward walk. It's not a low in this game. He's in. There we go. Uppercut. Same mix-ups off of drills in the corner.
Oh, jump back drill from Sako.
Gets in there again. And look at this Sako challenging.
Yeah, I like him sticking out that button with the orb behind him as well. It's a little bit more dangerous.
Taking crouch. That's going to be a combo into the uppercut.
Oh, went for the V-skill. He was committed.
Oh, yes. And look at this Mago. Like I said, looked a little shaky against Nauman last game, last match that we saw him on stream. Maybe he's determined now to get back in there.
Yeah, and I think this is like his most solid character choice so far, which is funny because this is not his main last season. Jump heavy kick, no dive kick. Obviously, Sako respecting that option.
Yep, just defense right there from Sako, blocking a lot, but look at all the gray health that gets built up.
Backing him up with the fierce, and Mongo right back in there, dashes up.
Gets the throw.
Yeah, high on that dive kick. It's because Sako walks forward and stand blocking.
And you see that aggression right there from Mago. Double dash to get in for the throw. Has the V-trigger activated and gets the free jump in because you're so scared of the dive kick. Another throw. Do I have 3? No. But
walks back, plays it very safe because of the resources on Sako.
got him! Right when Sako decided to try to go for a poke.
It's just like the walk back there made Sako feel like, okay, he's gonna respect me. You know, he's respecting my critical art. He's warmed up on there.
I mean, honestly, you see this as a fault of a lot of players. Once they start getting that offense going, they push too hard. And then that moment where the opponent can get that counter poke is kind of obvious. Mago instead backing off, giving Sako enough rope to hang himself instead.
Big jump. Yeah, but he had committed to the regular jump. It was a little too floaty.
Too far for the double standing medium punch. Oh, what? Definitely an execution error right there.
Yeah, back throw would have stunned, so that's why you saw Sako with the backdash. Oh, no punish.
Very negative, yeah, no punish.
Maybe he's expecting an activation of some sort. Cross up. Oh, big.
Oh, what was that?
Just committed to the
Okay, you know
dash.
what? Second chance.
Recall.
Got her out of the air, reset, that was nice. Reset her into the orb. But
Yeah. One of those things about Manat, you try to challenge in those moments, right? And her recall is so good for catching those buttons. Once you get hit by it, she's super plus, so she can just pick up with whatever she wants afterwards. Nice work from Sako.
just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Sako turned on the aggression, got the stun, got the round. Sako trying to tie it up 1-1.
Snapping out the medium kick. And Mongo has to hit these ground buttons so that he can set up the dive kicks, right? You have to represent those buttons, otherwise Sako's just going to be waiting for the jump. Nice for punish.
And you also have to make sure that you're not whipping your orbs like that, because that's what allowed him to get in there. Free, got the jump in, no anti-air from Sako. Another jump in.
Oh, missed the dive kick.
Oh,
Not too
that's
big of a punish.
bad. Oh, now he crossed himself up. Sako trying to get out of there, but that's why Mago went right in there for the back throw. Here we go. Orb time. Wants the reset.
Oh, in the front.
What side?
Yeah, definitely clipped him in the front. Thinking it was going to be a cross up there, close.
Oh,
It's the setup. That was probably a drill.
yeah, he was going to try to go for a stun there in that situation so he could kill off of the critical art. Again, missed the dive kick.
Commits to it there.
Oh,
He's getting close to being able to
watch
chip.
out for raw drill into super. Don't whip any buttons if you're Sako at this point.
Yeah, I mean, even if raw drill hits, oh, that's big crush. Gives him a gauge of V-trigger, which he needs to have the V-reversal as well.
And Mago is going to be patient. Let the V-trigger just drain away. Didn't try that last-second desperate dive kick usage.
Yeah.
Probably would have gotten critical arted by Sako. So good patience right there. Okay.
That hurts. Stash on a roundhouse for the crush. Close
Forward
to stun already.
throw.
I think back throw would be close.
Keeping the pressure. Nice throw. Tech drop the dive kick again.
Jumps out of there. I love that choice from Mago, but the punish anyway.
Okay, set
Oh,
up.
drill.
Ooh, not quite. Didn't quite work out exactly how Sako wanted. But Sako's sitting on a bunch of resources.
Yeah, with the V-reversal, Mago does not have V-trigger yet. Double dash. And we've seen, oh, that was so dangerous. Almost had the jump timing. EX dive kick would have hit.
And right now, Mago probably okay with blocking some of those things, getting very close to the V-trigger.
He's gonna die at a critical art though. If he's not careful, that's not enough. Gotta see a raw activation here, I think.
No, so far not. There it is, uppercut's gonna reach. And Mago, as calm as ever, does the stretches here. Oh,
He's all warmed up, cranking that arm. He goes up 2-0.
And yeah, definitely an opposite look here from Sako. Arms folded, a little frustrated.
Contemplating here. And as a reminder, when he played Knuckle Dude started with Cammy, and he played that match with Kage, and it worked out okay. I'm wondering if that's a consideration here, perhaps for Sako, that this matchup's not looking so hot so far as he goes down 2-0. We'll see. I'm very curious, to be honest. Buttons have not changed. His character select goes back into Manat.
Interesting.
It's just looks like a switch on the V trigger.
Looks like a player preference here with the Kage versus Cammy.
Yeah, also I got to imagine Kage was maybe an expectation that he would switch it up, right? Maybe G. Not even probably Cammy.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. Game number 3, Mago up 2-0.
Yeah, and at this point, like Sako, I think it's interesting to see the switch, especially because the orbs didn't really lead to so much. He had a couple of resets, but nothing really concrete. You know, that jump jab hits, but it's like, at what cost?
Right,
You're trying so hard to anti-air this character, you get jump jab, it's like so little.
We talked about, it was very similar to our conversation about the Abigail versus Manat match. You just do all this work to keep him out, and then they get in one time, just like this. Doesn't EX uppercut. Gonna save that meter for more EX dive kicks instead.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's great in this matchup.
Woo!
The EX hooligan dive kicks are really useful to get in.
See, you thought there was going to be an EX dive kick, and he gets the free jump in. Cross up.
Trying to bait the throw there, I think, with that EX, but that should be the kill.
Beautiful confirmed by Sako. Sends Cammy down the tunnel.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, and I like that attempt to bait the throw with the EX dive kick. That's something that Sako's really good at, by the way. Walking under those jumps, getting punished.
Oh, the raw drills. Mago playing a little more desperate, it seems like.
Yeah, you have to use those sometimes to make Manat scared, but I think we've seen maybe a little over-reliance in this match.
Because that was the first one he's done since like early on, but that was actually like the second or third one recently. Okay, activate. Sako's just playing so careful right now. Oh, clipped him.
Yeah, that dive kick did no damage too because of that. Jump back jab, gone.
No more B trigger. But a lot of critical art. Well, this is a good start here for Mago. Gonna spend the bar this time for the damage because he's gonna get the. Oh, that should do it right there. He should be able to finish. Oh no.
Oh yeah, he didn't have critical art or anything available, but the throw will kill Sako. It's a game on the board, and I think this V-Trigger pick gives him some stability. One thing we don't see because of this V-Trigger is like when Mago jumps, he can't like orb release plus block, and they get an anti-air with like EX orb or something like that, but it hasn't mattered too much so far. Character select.
Well, Sako went up 2-0 against Nauman, then ended up losing. He knows just as well as anybody else right now that a 3-game comeback, being down 0-2, very possible.
Oh, yeah.
I like him sticking with Cammy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Using this just to think about it for a little.
I would not want to see Chun definitely in this matchup, and I don't think I would want to see Karen either.
Right.
I think Cammy is a better choice.
Can be a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, the air approach is so useful in a matchup like this. Karen kind of has to like bulldog on the ground. I don't think you really want to do that too much against Manat. Also, like drill is great as a whip punish against stuff compared to like EX Tenko.
Right. Ooh, not that time.
Yeah.
There it is this time. And wow, walking exactly as far as he needed to get Sako to press a button.
Oh, he threw the throw bait?
Yeah, he walked back forward or something and then got tossed. Extended his own throw box.
I think his button was what came out and got him there. Trying to fish with that sand medium kick, and you have to be careful with those fears of the Sako. We already saw the drill earlier.
Okay, he's in. Oh, that's the second time he's done that. And because it's his crush counter, it's not even just a left-right mix-up. He's getting Sako to backdash or hit him. But if he backdash, he would have hit him out of the air.
I think he's probably throw teching or
Yeah.
light kick. It's one of the two. But yeah, I like that call from Mago. You know, a lot of people defensively tech in that left-right situation. I think it's a good choice to make Sako kind of sit still. He's just waiting outside that fierce range, you know, waiting to drill it just in case he whiffs it.
Oh, not that time. No anti-air. And guess what? Mago gets that jump in, and when you get that jump in, there's so much frame advantage. You can apply any mix-up you want.
Yeah, checking him with that jab as he's moving in. This is looking like a pretty sound round for Sako so far. Activation.
But it can all go downhill very fast. As we said, one of the weaknesses of Manat. Not going to spend the meter yet. Back throw towards the corner. I've got all these EX time kicks. Oh, never mind. Yeah, don't spend anything. Just eat that because you're not getting away from the...
Oh,
no!
Still a one-hit round, though. He's got critical art available. Walks up for the throw. Yeah, don't get hit by that. The break. Overhead whip. That's it. Oh, my. Mago, he's going to look to buffer it if there's a whip from Sako as well, too. The orb toss point blank. Didn't expect it.
Just walks into it. Sako staying alive.
Yeah, full meter from Mago. Walks back. Yeah, has to respect it. You see the recall?
Oh, wow. Crouching right under there. Too far away for that to connect.
See that jump back tab again.
All right, here we go. Finally went for the throw.
Have to at that point, right? The roundhouse has been hitting, so you know he's not going to attack.
Yeah, you'll take that. You'll take that. Oh, got the counter hit. Crouch light punch as well. Activation.
Yeah, backdash. We've seen that answer consistently from Mago so far after the activation.
Yep. Oh, a trade.
Great trade from Mago, actually, too.
Right.
Yeah, do not get hit by crouching heavy punch or standing heavy punch at this point.
Especially now, it could just be an easy crouch fierce V-trigger activation into critical art. Here we go. A lot of meter as well.
Well, missed the meteor, but it didn't end up mattering. Mago has activation available.
Oh, 2 bars.
But nothing from Sako.
Could have been jabbed.
Oh, he got him.
Yes. Uppercut in the super. Mago is going to book himself a ticket back into Grand Finals to go up against Nauman. Here at EVO Japan, Sako finishing in 3rd place.
Yeah, with a really impressive run all the way here, but that resolve from Mago is incredibly impressive. It's so tough to have a set like he did in Winners Finals and then recompose and say like, okay, things didn't go right, and then recognize like, Cammy is my character here. I need to play that character. I tried Karen. It didn't work out in that case. I need to play that character and just really compose. And I think that's something he did so well there, which is not easy to do.
And I really honestly feel like he's just got to stick with this character versus Nauman. Just stick with the Cammy, keep going. He has the Cammy mode, the feel right now.
Yeah, even though he's like, you know, a Karen main and like his Karen maybe is like the stronger choice or something, his Cammy is looking impressive. And I think like as a player, you have to understand, you know.
But once again, great job to Sako. 3rd place here at EVO Japan. Been a really, really interesting start, you know, for the year so far.
Yeah, we're going to take a peek at the bracket here and see how we got to the Grand Finals, which has been great so far. Nauman obviously carving his way through on that winner's side over Sako 3-2, over Mago in a beatdown, and now has a second chance against the 2D god Mago-san. Has the advantage of having a bracket reset, right? Which is a pretty big one, but you don't, I think, want to let Mago compose here. He looked a little sloppy, a little off in that first set, and I think you want to try to close this out pretty quickly here if you're Nauman. But I guess we'll see, right? Mago, he's looking pretty good, I gotta say, after that last set.
Yeah, but again, Sakura in Grand Finals going up against Mago. And we're still not sure what character Mago is going to go with, but like I said, I feel like the Cammy is the right choice right now. Nauman definitely just going to stick with Sakura.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think both of his characters have a similar game plan against Sakura, but his Cammy looks sharper, and also having the air approach, it's great. You can't undersell how important that point is, right? It's something we bring up every time with Cammy because not that many characters can really do it to that level. So having a dive kick versus a character like this who doesn't have an invincible anti-air without meter, and her crouching heavy punch is okay. You know, she's got to fish with up fireball or something if she wants to snipe you out the air.
Anytime you have a way to change your jump arc, it's such a powerful tool. I mean, we see, how many times do we see Mika's down medium punch connect, even though that thing is like -9 on block?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Karen?
Wow, he's still gonna go with the Karin.
Yeah, maybe he believes that he's recomposed since that last set, and that was the big issue for sure. So handshake we see on the stage there. Crowd's clapping it up, excited, obviously. Japan finals here at EVO Japan. Two really fantastic players.
It's gonna be Mago, as we said, from Japan, going up against Nauman, also from Japan.
Yeah, representing Detonation Gaming here in the grand finals and looking incredible this weekend.
It's Sakura versus Karin here in game number 1. Let's go! It's time for the grand finals.
Locked and loaded. Obviously, again, we see the V-skill picks. Everybody's been switching around V-skills, characters, all this kind of stuff in this version. V-triggers as well. So it's going to be, it looks like V-skill 2 for Sakura and V-trigger 1.
Round 1. And away we go.
Early stand like kick.
Start it the way that Sakura wants to start it.
Yeah, that is such a good button from far away.
There we go, Mago getting in now, getting some damage.
And I gotta say, even seeing him complete that combo, I feel better than the last set. Like, this is looking a lot better than his Karen before. He's dropping all kinds of stuff.
Here we go, activation, gonna get the uppercut. Still life deficit here, but yeah, gonna keep the pressure going.
Yeah, double dash. Look at the corner carry already from this character.
V-reversal to try to save himself from stun, but not gonna save himself from death.
Yeah, that crouching medium kick is so good. When she has V-trigger, you really have to respect that option. It's something that, you know, has been giving him trouble so far. The stand light kick and the crouching medium kick into the fireball.
Not ready for the jump in. Okay, there we go. Ooh.
So far away. Does not go for the Tenko or the EX Tenko, the whip punish.
I mean, you can see Mago's definitely focusing on that stand medium punch a lot.
That's a really good button. And there's the low medium kick twice in a row. One more for stun.
Wow, didn't walk back far enough. Uh-oh.
The uppercut after. Dances in and out. Does not cancel into the fireball yet. And yeah, I let that V reversal from Mago not to, like, you know, put himself in that position to have to deal with, you know, frames after frames.
Yep, and he's so scared of getting hit because he's got that V-trigger. No, it's gonna hit here into the critical arc. Textbook, 2 throws, goes for the 3rd, gets the whip. Nauman up 1-0 here in grand finals. Mago has to win 2 sets of 3 out of 5, has to send Nauman to losers before he can actually even win. But Nauman here is already up 1-0.
Yeah, we see right back, and Mago just like that look right there. This is somebody who's trying to sit and compose in grand finals of EVO, right? Like, you're sitting like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to watch out for. It's so hard to calm yourself and really get yourself into that mode. It's easy to say, okay, I just need to do this. But to actually implement it and keep yourself like kind of in the zone in a tournament like this is so difficult. See the rematch here. Mago trying to breathe, you see, you know, compose himself.
Not changing characters. He really believes in this Karen versus Sakura.
Yep. Nauman, I think he's been playing fantastic so far. I love the stand light kicks. Yeah, you see the range, he's sticking it out there. And then the roundhouse after is like a nice check to see if Mago's going to hit some button to beat it. And not canceling the crouching medium kick there, but later with the fireball, he'll cancel it. And then that'll make Mago, you know, hit a button, get clipped by it.
Plus counter off of the standing heavy kick.
Yeah, that V-skill too is great for situations like that. Look at how much V-gauge Sakura has built already.
Yeah, and the spacing as well. Trying to push Mago towards the corner. Wow, stealing his turn.
Activation though, these early V-triggers have been really useful for Nauman so far.
And again, back to the throw mix-up. Is he gonna do 2? Yep, he did 2 again.
There's that fireball. Backs him up. Nauman dashes up.
Ooh, didn't confirm it.
Takes the wreck up, pushes himself out of the corner.
Out of there, right back in. Trying to find a way to get in there. Nauman with the life lead right now.
Oh, punish!
Confirm!
That's humongous. He gave it away after walking in and out like that. Nauman ready for it, just waited and said, Mago, I'm going to let you make the mistake. And Mago did.
It's so crazy because Nauman has looked so, Mago has looked so composed against everybody else. But against Nauman, he's just has these little airs. Wow! And then
this big damage.
Ow!
Yeah, it hurts. Uppercut after. That's a lot. Double dash. He was looking for that.
But speaking of hurt, this is going to hurt as well. Spends 2 of the bars and takes Nauman all the way to the corner. Forward throw. But Nauman has the V-trigger on deck.
Doesn't spend any of the gauge just yet. Low medium kick fireball.
Yeah. Perhaps one more hit from Nauman. Tries to fake the throw.
No anti-air. Oh, the low medium kick. And yeah, Rekka is a really safe call right there. Mago doesn't have to worry about missing the Tenko like we saw last round. So puts himself on the board in this game.
Fight. Mago staying alive. Ooh. Oh no, yep, punish. There you go. Thought that was a hit, so he had confirmed into the didn't confirm off the counter hit.
Big crush. Wow, missed the roll there. Couple of drops. Now no activation. Yeah, you need the EX fireball.
All of these players missing some of these confirms right now.
Yeah, spends the V-trigger. It's already gone. Might build another one though.
It's gonna be some good damage here. Now one more hit in the critical art is gonna take it for Mago. But you know what? Nauman's not that far from one more hit in the critical art either.
Yeah, this 2 hits for him probably will close it out. He's about to have another V-gauge as well. If he gets the crush, probably will build it. Jump over.
Oh boy, now
one hit match.
Yeah, now he can just kill off of 1 hit right now into the critical art.
The stand line kick don't cancel. He did not cancel into the critical art back throw. V-trigger available. Nauman activates. He's got the fireballs. Can't throw him raw because of the Tenko, but it was too far away. The jump.
It has anti-air to the side. Baits out the poke. Mago gets the crouch medium kick. He's on the board. 1-1.
The scramble. Man, Nauman threw that fireball so far away. He just couldn't get through with the EX Tenko.
Whew. Man. My heart is beating so fast.
Yeah, it was such a tense match. I mean, these are 2 really grounded characters, so it's a lot of like nail biting back and forth. These little buttons into buffers that are so important in this matchup.
Oh, again, using that standing medium punch so effectively. Oh,
good
has the
anti-air.
anti-air ready to go. Activates. Oh, Mago says, you know what? I don't want you to have your turn, but you know what? Nauman's gonna get it anyway.
Yeah, that crouch medium kick fireball and uppercut is so good from Soccer. 2. Rolls in, takes the light uppercut after. Working on Dizzy, but the backdash from Mago.
Oh boy. There we go. Gonna get the slide back. Gets the wait. Ooh.
Combo. Uh-oh. Dashes up. Mago doesn't bite. No cancel. He didn't go for it. The uppercut. I think he was mashing it. Oh, the sweep from Mago.
He didn't even have the sweep in to activate. He just went for it. If that was blocked, that was it.
Oh man, that down jab into EX uppercut from Nauman. I thought he was going to take it off that. But now Mago is kind of settling in here.
Okay, there we go. The classic confirmed for Karen.
Yeah, even the range. Oh man, he's been uppercutting a bit more, anti-airing a bit better.
Mago basically is determined to steal turns right now.
Just did it again.
Not willing to let Nauman dictate the pace. There we go. Mago now with the lead 2-1.
Yeah, and it's just these long crouching medium kick confirmed. Sakura walks so fast, especially backwards, but it doesn't matter. Even at those long ranges, he's recognizing that he needs to spend the EX Tenko, and Mago, he's really, I think, prepared himself now and looking fantastic. It's up to Nauman to make the adjustment.
Now the question is, hopefully Nauman doesn't start getting to his own head at this point. I think he went to character select, probably just to give himself a little bit of time, might change a skill or a trigger or something like that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder if that will be the case, given that last time we saw him go to V-trigger, but I think the fireball pressure is so useful. So yeah, locks back in with the same.
Just wanted some time to think to himself. Says, I don't want to deal with the reset. I want to take this here and now.
Yeah,
I want to have that buffer space.
We'll see. I think, he's really struggling to deal with that walk down crouch medium kick from Karen. It's tough to stop. I think we need to see a little bit more light kick maybe into the buffers. A couple of more roundhouse. And I would like to see maybe even trying something like Standing medium kick.
What about some raw tatsus or something like that to go over crouching medium kicks?
I think it's okay in this matchup. It's not a matchup where she needs to get in that badly.
Oh. And now Mago, I just talked about how he's always looked like he's been in control. That's what it's starting to look like now.
Yeah, see, he's trying crouching medium punch now. Something Nauman's using a little bit more. I think buffering probably an uppercut. Activation. Catches him low. He's done that so many times so far.
Not going to be able to V-reversal that and spin all of that V-trigger just like that. But that means he can build it up again.
Yeah, which is something we saw in the last game for sure. Anti-air, something Mago was missing until last game, and Stand Like It comes out, dashes up.
Patience from Mago now a lot. Oh, got the counter hit.
Got it.
What a confirm.
Not enough to kill. Throw will do it, so that's why you see the break.
Even went for the little juke as well. Okay. Nauman with the opportunity. He has the second V-trigger activated. Too far for the throw. Mago is at reset point.
Throws the throw. He was just not close enough. Unfortunate in that situation. No crouching medium kick into the confirm. Jump over hits, not the combo. I think a little late maybe.
Anti-air for Mago is so much more on point. No, too far. Oh, spins one bar. Takes him to the corner here. Throw. Oh, the counter hit.
Can Dizzy here if he wants. Chooses not to. The cheeky reset from Mago to reset the bracket. He did the medium version into overhead for stun.
He reset everything that time. He reset in the combo and then reset the brackets.
That was so unnecessary. It looked like he was building meter, but it was like, nah, I got a plan. My plans have plans. He gets the counter hit on the wake up button. It looked like, oh my gosh, Mago-san. What a trick to pull out right at the end too to reset the bracket. And now Nauman down. Reset bracket here. Has to recompose. What a reset, honestly, from Mago. I could not have predicted it. And neither could Nauman. He was like, what is this guy doing?
Well, now is the time to put that Sakura pedal to the metal, dude. He's got to do this now.
All right, locks in.
Oh.
I think we probably won't see the V-trigger switch or anything here either. Mostly because he wants the fireballs to keep his ground game competitive, right? Like having crouch medium kick fireball and send like kick fireball cancels are so good for Sakura. So no switches. We get the reset bracket here. A fresh 0-0. 3 games for Japan.
Gonna take it to home court advantage.
Kusanagi residence.
Got the little brother still playing the same game from Alpha 2 apparently.
We'll chase the backdash, but yeah, Mago. He's been backdashing on wake up quite a bit.
Nice. And then goes for the throw. Nauman sneaking in with that overhead as well, just to get a little bit of damage.
Wow, the cross up. Short Tenko. Jump back in the corner.
Got him, and this is gonna be deep. Ooh.
Yeah, I took the setup instead because the uppercut wouldn't have killed and it would have been worse Oki. Wow, double dash.
And it's so, oh, there we go, there we go. Checks the forward movement from Mago this time. Nauman taking round number 1.
It's why you want the V-trigger here, right? Because that fireball is so useful.
Okay.
Anti-airs have looked clean for Mago so far.
Yeah, I was about to say, his anti-airs have been on point since this grand finals. But now Nauman has Mago in the corner.
Backdash, I like that.
Oh, both of them are doing such a good job checking each other's forward movement. 2 bars spent to get forward, to get all the way to the corner, one side to the other. Oh, look at that, backdash. You always see Karen's forward dash after.
Yeah, he EX uppercut last time in that position, so why you saw Nauman block. Late throw.
No anti-air this time.
Oh, that's big.
Good confirm. Oh, he went for it. Oh, he's gonna be able to uppercut, yeah. Not huge damage, but he's now one more hit away.
He's about to have critical art, which means Mago, even if he builds V-trigger, might not want to activate unless it's on hit. The throw, it killed just like that. Nauman. You know, Mago's been challenging his negative frame so much, and to commit to the throw there is risky, but it works out. Back to character select every time for Mago.
Again, back to this contemplation look. Thinking so hard. What happened? What changed? How did he get all the damage that he get? What mix-ups was I falling for? How to make the adjustment.
We have to see that, especially like that. How consistently we've seen Mago uppercut. We haven't really seen it been blocked into a big punish or anything yet so far. So that's something we're going to see. Like, Mago's going to play that game and be like, all right, you know what? You want to start throwing after my negative frames again and stuff. I'm going to start jabbing. I'm going to start EX uppercutting, taking risks. So we'll see if Nauman respects in those situations like he did after the EX Fireball activate earlier.
Fight.
A lot of sweep. Mago been using that button a little bit. Man, way more buttons at the start of this from Mago.
Much more offensive poking, but that's where you're going to suffer for that. Not expecting the jump.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's going to happen. You know, you're so busy hitting these buttons, not ready for it. I like Nauman recognizing it, jumping twice already. See if Mago commits to the air at all. He's really been staying on the ground for the most part.
Ooh, the crush, yep. Gets in there, takes him all the way to the corner. He's gonna get the counter hit combo. Uppercut. Oh, spins the EX, and it's enough to kill.
Yeah, and in that moment too, Mago wakes up with something again, gets counter hit. He's really expecting Nauman to respect the uppercut. And now, is Mago gonna commit? Will Nauman block it, right? That's like the next level of like, oh man. It's a big risk to take on a stage like this.
All right, seeing that V-Skill 1 usage out of Mago, we haven't seen that in the neutral as much.
Yeah.
Okay, again, as you mentioned, anti-air is on point. Oh.
Big gamble. This will be the punish and the stun. Oh! And he gets a jab after. Mago.
What is happening here?
This round cannot go Nauman's way. He cannot let this happen.
Oh,
boy.
Man.
He tried to jump. He uppercut. Oh my. Mago-san commits.
That is definitely way more work than Mago wanted to exert. Also using a lot more resources than he wants to spend as well.
Yeah, that drop. Brutal. The cross-up. Goes for the roundhouse after the fierce into the buffer off that V skill. Oh boy, working on stun real soon. Walks up, blocks the jab, activation, the anti-air.
Nice, has it, and then gets the counter hit here.
He's dead.
Done. Nauman is gonna go up 2-0 over Mago. Are we one game away from having Sakura take EVO Japan, and Mago is beside himself right now.
He has such a tall order. It's got to be 3 straight games. And like after the way that looked, it's going to be so tough. Again, back, of course. Take some time to think.
Whatever character he chooses right now, that is the character that Mago has to win with.
He's got to win EVO Japan with that character, and you can see Nauman super composed. I love the adjustment when Mago was swinging with buttons to start jumping more. When Mago was anti-airing again, he started dashing up at his face a little bit more. His ground game has looked great, and I think Mago, he is just in such a bad spot. Even if he's playing really well, to win 3 straight games here is gonna be brutal. Is Sakura gonna win EVO for Street Fighter V?
Nauman has been looking so solid this whole, except for that one first set that they played.
Yeah, even then he recomposed.
Yeah. But he's come back and won 2 in a row after the reset. Whoa! Traded all over the place from the start. Okay, there's an anti-air we have not seen Mago use yet.
See a lot of walk back block from Nauman as well. That is really good for Sakura because of her walk speed. We also haven't seen a lot of Tatsu on block and an uppercut from Nauman. I wonder if that's something we'll see here, maybe late into the set. Respected. That moment, he's respected twice in a row, the uppercut from Mago. Next time, he's got to let it rip, right? Great.
Get the uppercut, but now Mago's ready to activate the V-trigger, but hasn't had the chance yet. The throw. Tries to get the hit there. Okay. Mago gets the activation. A lot of meter. Chooses to spend none of it because the single hit can take it, actually.
With a neutral jump, he's expecting the shoulder for chip. Oh my God. Was so close. Like that crouching medium punch. If that connects there, you have to worry for Mago, but he's right out of range as he puts the round on the board.
Okay, confirm into the EX Tenko.
Worried about the range, obviously, right? Sakura walks back so far. No anti-air back throw. It's hard to anti-air at that angle, but yeah, that's stand light kick buffer.
Yep, that whiff option select.
And Mago's looking great here. Anti-air's clean.
Oh, he was trying to respect something from
Oh,
Namen.
no!
Oh, here we go. Gets the hit. We're going to get an activation. Yes. Here we go.
Of course he did it! He waited 2 times!
I'm surprised he didn't do it there.
Yeah, I know. Mongo's that kind of guy.
Oh,
Yes.
the juggle.
Is he gonna do it? Oh, Mongo committed! Nauman now. He's on set point, tournament point, EVO Japan point. Oh boy, the jumping missed the uppercut.
What a great start. This is how you want to do it.
Oh, the counter hit done.
Done. He has 2 bars.
Reset
how much
here.
is going to spend?
No, he just takes the damage. Mago's in trouble, keeps it plus that. Nauman is your EVO Japan 2020 Street Fighter V champion with Sakura over Mago.
And all the other guys coming up here to congratulate him. He is now overrun with the emotions.
As he defeats Mago in the reset, he tells him good job, and you can just see how much it means to him here. EVO Japan champion standing tall, bows twice, but he needs to bow to nobody after such an incredible performance here today. Oh my gosh, what a finals that was. The uppercuts, Mago just rising to the heavens as he so often does. The big gambles didn't pay off as Nauman does it unbelievable here at EVO Japan.
After the reset, honestly, I was worried.
Oh,
I
for
was
sure.
Because it felt like Mago had all the gears going all of a sudden, and it was all going Mago's way. But then Nauman, Justman, 3-0 here in the last set. You said it. Nauman bows the no one.
The no man today. I cannot believe those blocks, the clutch blocks. Not to like psych yourself out and say, okay, I blocked it last time. He definitely won't do it again. Mago commits, Nauman blocks. Just the reserve in that moment to be patient and not commit is so difficult to do.
And interesting enough, I felt like Nauman got Mago playing that game, the uppercut or not game.
Yeah.
And I feel like Mago kind of fell into that trap. I think he fell into that trap. He probably should have just played more defense, but he swung, he missed, struck out. Nauman is your EVO 2020 Japan winner.
It's so incredible too, right? It's like such a cool character, such a good player to see win in such a big tournament like this. I mean, it was just great. Fantastic finals. So much character variety, right? Like we saw tons of different characters because of all the switching, and it's probably over 10, 11 characters in this top 8 just to see everybody switching around. That was really cool to see, and I think what you should expect for Street Fighter V series.
Even a ton of switching with the V skills and V triggers too, and that's kind of what we were hoping to see. Usefulness on both sides of both triggers and both skills, but
yeah,
man, what a set. Amazing play from Naomi as your champion.
Yeah, we're going to head up to the award ceremony on the stage. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you guys next year at EVO Japan.
ただいまよりストリートファイター5アーケードエディションファイナリスト8名の表彰式を行います。選手の皆さん、ステージへお上がりください。メディアの皆様はどうぞステージ近くにお集まりください。We will now begin the award ceremony for Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. Will the 8 finalists step up to the stage, please? At this point, we ask the media and press parties to gather near the stage. まずはストリートファイターシリーズ統括プロデューサー小野義則様によるメダルの贈呈です。Award medals will be presented by Mr. Yoshinori Ono, Street Fighter Series producer. それでは優勝しましたデトネーションゲーミングナウマン選手に優勝プレートが贈られます。 The champion will be giving the winning plate. そして賞金100万円の目録パネルが贈られます。 The prize of 1 million yen will be awarded to the champion. 小野様ありがとうございます。それでは優勝しましたデトネーションゲーミングナウマン選手に今の心境をお聞きしたいと思います。 We would like to ask a word from our champion. 優勝した今お気持ちをお聞かせください。
そうですね、もう本当にこのゲームずっと発売された時からやっててすごいやり込んでたんですけど、こういう大きな舞台で優勝したのが今日が初めてで、なんて言ったらいいか分からないですけども、とにかくすごい嬉しいです。
The question was, how do you feel winning the games, winning the tournament? The answer was, let's see. Ever since the game was out, I have been practicing a lot, and I don't know what to say, but I am really happy. さあ、先ほど解説の方も若い世代でこういう大きな大会で勝つ方が初めてというふうにおっしゃってましたが、若い世代代表の勝者として何かありますか？
僕は若い世代ということでよく年上の方々とか先輩方とかにすごい可愛がられていて、本当にいろんな人にこのゲーム始まっていろんな人にお世話になって、その中で強くなってるかすごい不安だった時もすごいあったんですけど、それでもなんか助けてくれて、で今こうやって勝つことができて、これからまだ全然不安とかはあるんですけど、とりあえずなんだろうな、伝えてくれた皆さんにすごいありがとうございますっていう気持ちですごいいっぱいです。
The question was, everybody refers to you as the new young champion, the champion of the new generation. How do you feel about that? The answer was, yes, a lot of people have helped me. A lot of people who are elder than me have given me a lot of advice and helped me along the way. But I wasn't really sure if I was becoming strong enough. But I am really thankful for what they have done to me, and I like to express my deepest gratitude. ありがとうございます。それでは、全国全世界でこの大会を見ている、この表彰式を見ているファンの方々に一言お願いします。Could I have a shout out to the fans all over Japan and all over the world watching this tournament?
本当に皆さん、応援してくれてありがとうございました。これからもまた頑張ります。
Thank you very much for all of your support, and I will keep on playing games and keep on trying my best. おめでとうございました。ディトネーションゲーミングナウマン選手おめでとうございます。 Congratulations ナウマン。それではフォトセッションに参ります。まずはファイナリスト8名の集合写真となります。 We'll now be having a photo session with the 8 finalists.続きまして優勝しましたデトネーションゲーミングナウマン選手のワンショット撮影となります。 We'll now be having a solo photo session of our champion Nauman. The winner is Detonation Gaming ナウマン。優勝しましたデトネーションゲーミングナウマン選手に今一度盛大な拍手をお願いいたします。 Please give another big round of applause to Detonation Gaming ナウマン。ナウマン選手どうもありがとうございました。どうぞごご覧ください。それではここでストリートファイターシリーズ統括プロデューサー小野様に総括をお願いいたします。 At this point, we ask Mr. Ono, Street Fighter Series producer, to give us the final words.
皆さん、EVO 2020長丁場お疲れ様でした。
Everybody here, thank you very much for being with us today for a long, long time with EVO Japan 2020.
そしてですね、もう一度このEVO 2020のですね、EVO Japan 2020で戦った選手の皆さんに残った関係の皆さん、もう一度拍手の方お願いいたします。
And please give a big round of applause to all the players in EVO Japan 2020 and everybody who made this possible.
このEVO Japan 2020ストリートファイター5部門、ナウマン選手の優勝で終わったんですが、私個人的にナウマン選手ストリートファイター5がリリースした時にいきなり好スタート切ってたって時からちょっと見ていたんですね。
So, Street Fighter 5, Nauman won this tournament, and ever since Street Fighter 5 was released, I have been watching Nauman playing really well with the game.
本人が優勝した前であれなんですけど、
今一歩のところでなかなかこう頂上へ立つことができなかったっていうのは見てきている中で、今日の優勝っていうのはまあひとしえにも僕もお父さん的な気持ちで、あ、よかったなっていう気持ちがすごいありました。
And ever since the game was out, I have watched Naman playing in tournaments, playing games, and he was always close to being winning, but he was always not. So him winning today, I felt like a father watching a son, and I was really happy that he won.
で彼自身も昨年大学を卒業したんですよね。でその後どうするのかなと思ったんですけど、プロの道に走るという形で、それもまたこれもまた今まで我々がやってきた新しい道に一人新しい若者が立ったなっていうところも非常に個人的には嬉しかったです。
And Nauman himself graduated college last year, and he decided to become a professional gamer. And at that really made me feel happy. The fact that the path that we have made, a new gentleman, a new young man, is coming in the way together with us. I was really happy about that.
ストリートファイター5は来月2020年2月14日についにチャンピオンエディションというシーズン5に入ります。
Street Fighter V will enter its champion edition from the launch at February 14th.
そしてこれはついまた5年目の突入も意味します。
And this also means that the game will be entering its 5th year.
我々はですね、この2020年もカプコンプロツアー、ストリートファイターリーグ、そして今日の冒頭のプレゼンでさせていただいた五輪マークの下でのインテルワールドオープン、こちらの方もですね、皆さんの e スポーツシーンをバックアップしていきたいと思っております。
And as Capcom, as we have introduced in the presentation before, we will be setting up a lot of tours and a lot of tournaments that a lot of people can attend and participate with Street Fighter.
この後のですね、2020年のストリートファイター5のシーン、また皆さんと共に盛り上げていきたいと思ってますので、よろしくお願いします。今日はどうもありがとうございました。
And we hope to make Street Fighter V scene a very lively and a good scene for 2020. So we hope you'll come with us. Thank you very much for today.
ありがとうございます。
小野様ありがとうございました。以上をもちまして、ストリートファイター5アーケードエディションファイナルを終了させていただきます。This marks the end of Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. Thank you very much to all the players and the audience. この後、インタビューエリアにて優勝者の囲み取材を行います。取材ご希望のメディアの皆様は係の案内に従いましてご移動お願いいたします。なお、スペースが限られておりますので、最小人数にてご対応いただけますようお願い申し上げます。Media press parties that wish to take part in the winner interview, please follow staff instruction to the interview area. Due to limited space, we ask for each party to keep their numbers of members to minimum.3日間にわたりまして大熱戦が繰り広げてられてきましたエボジャパン2020。皆さんお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか？ How did you all enjoy EVO Japan 2020? ありがとうございます。皆さんご来場、そしてご視聴ありがとうございました。また次回お会いしましょう。Those of you here today, watching at home, thank you all very much. Keep playing games and see you at the next EVO Japan.
Welcome to EVO Japan 2020.
Live here from Makuhari Messe in Chiba, Japan.
Third year of EVO Japan, getting bigger and better year after year.
And we have a great event here today, especially for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We have a capped tournament
sitting around 3,000 entrants.
If they're not playing, they're just watching. Like, who am I gotta play next? What's this guy doing? It's serious out here, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
This is a historic venue, so they also had Super Battle Opera and Togeki over here as well. So not a stranger to competitive game.
Activate Residence getting one more chance. Triple mix a quadruple. Oh, no. Get him out of here.
Oh, let's go.
He's got it.
Wait, does he got these?
It's not enough. The front throw for Jun, and he does it. Moving on. And he's,
let's go. Okay, come on, buddy. Yes.
Good choice to roll on stage there.
What? No way! No way! That actually happened.
Judge! Can I get a judge?
This is going to be the first top 8 of the World Tour.
He's up against the legend. It's over.
The 4-6-B finishing it off. This is Grand Finals of EVO Japan 2020.
Big start from early on.
Almighty.
Ladies in. Nice.
And there it is, the blue guy. Blue guy.
My man jumping on the stage.
EVO Japan 2020.
The top 8 that we have assembled today is phenomenal.
Would have been it.
Would have been it, and the fact that Mjima did not.
Oh, and there you have it. Gamera is your EVO Japan 2020 Samurai Showdown World Champion.
Final game of the day. Blaze with cross-tag battle. Crowd's making some noise. He could have no, you can't do that, Dora. You're going to lose now.
Dora, no.
You can't do
Not
that.
like this.
You can't.
Not like this, Dora.
Goes to that 5 bar.
Oh, there it is.
Dora with the pop-off going crazy out here. Final set. Dora going to do it 2 in a row.
2020 Grand Finals. Here we go. Oh, the Japan is up here. Reset. Dora actually resets off it.
Could you imagine?
Oh, there it is, the 5A. And Kubo is going to take it. EVO Japan 2020 champion.
Welcome to EVO Japan 2020. It's time for the top 8 of Tekken 7. Yo! Bow and arrow! All day he stands up. It's 2-1. Does he realize it's not over? He thinks it's done. It's 1-3 though. It's winner's final.
No.
And one. Books cashes the check. Goes on the grand final. He's going to be waiting. Time for the grand final of EVO Japan 2020.
Oh my God.
He confirmed. That could be the tournament. That could be the tournament. Book is your EVO Japan 2020 champion.
Finals day is finally here for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
This is the biggest Smash tournament to date in Japan. Everybody is ready for the final set of EVO Japan 2020.
Shuton versus Comic. Trump, there it is. Get the regrab and close out the neutral getter for the KO. That'll be Shuton, your EVO Japan 2020 Grand Champion.
Please welcome Mr. Masahiro Sakurai of Sora, the director for Super Smash Bros. Series.
It's time for some Street Fighter V Top 8 here at EVO Japan 2020.